We live. What's good? It's Game Talk. I'm Gangster. I'm here with Brimstone, aka Digital Fracture.
Simpsons is horrible.
You totally
Xbox
broke up in the
recorded
middle
that.
of that.
Oh damn.
Like you lagged during that, so like Xbox record that.
My man Blue.
You know it. Anyways.
Go get.
On time for once.
And Spark.
Is this thing on?
Yo, yeah, I was just about to say, dude, you always got something to say. Always.
I know. That's part of my shtick. Just be
Your shtick?
quick-witted. My shtick.
Imagine having a shtick.
Imagine having
I mean,
a shtick.
I've got quite the magic. Damn it, I was just about to fucking say it.
Hold up real quick, I gotta commit war crimes.
That's a family specialty.
That's a family
Mini
specialty, is that
vote,
what he just said?
Yes.
Oh god. It's a
Uh,
generational thing.
War crimes?
Okay, ready? Pokemon Sword or Breath of the Wild?
I don't give a fuck.
Pokemon.
Oh, fuck you. Okay.
Okay, so you
Wait,
are
hold up, what was the
mentally
question?
insane.
I wasn't paying
Next
attention.
question.
I was asking which one I should play.
Oh, I thought you were asking which one's better, because if we're talking about which one's better, I'd say Breath of the Wild. But
You'd be correct.
I think it's like factual. Also, yeah.
So how's everybody doing tonight?
Fantastic, actually. I'm doing fucking great.
Great!
Because here's the
Refusing
thing.
to finish my Nuzlocke.
That's because you're bad. Anyways,
No, it's because I
it's
lost
a
my
joke. Go
anyone.
get like hop my nuts. Anyways, no, I'm having a good night. I was playing Persona 5 all week, and then COD Zombies new zombie map is in dog shit, so I'm actually playing it. So there was that.
Isn't the new zombie map an old zombie map though?
No, this is a new map. The other one was an old map from World at War.
Oh. No, I thought that they were gonna release all of the old maps again for it.
Please, I hope they don't, because I'm so sick and tired of playing the old shit. Can I get new shit? I just want new
I
shit.
want-
But isn't
I'll
it
be
I
honest.
new
want
now?
Transit.
Like, doesn't it count as new stuff now?
I
If they add
guess,
stuff
but
to it, yeah.
I guess, but the thing is, I'm gonna be honest. I'm so sick of companies trying to sell me nostalgia. I just want new shit, and it's really frustrating whenever I'm like, "Oh, I want the new. Do you want to play the old?" Like, no, I'll go play the old if I want to. I want new shit.
I'll be honest, Blues bitching does not get better.
What I do
No,
wrong
but we
this
love him
time?
anyway.
Doesn't age.
What I do
It
wrong?
doesn't age well.
Yeah.
It
Well,
doesn't
he
age well.
is a
Sorry.
youngin.
While he's
Youngin.
playing-
Go get like. Never mind. I'm not gonna.
I'm
say
older
anything.
than you.
Go get his.
Yeah, but like 1 month. Like, stop talking to me. Anyways,
How old are you?
I already told you 21.
I'm 22.
Oh, 1 year. Sorry, Grandma. I didn't realize.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Are you turning
Kids
22
are-
this year?
They're fighting again.
Blue, are you turning 22 this year?
Take a wild guess.
I don't know when your birthday is, so just tell me, you twat.
Yes, I'm obviously turning 22 this year.
Okay, I'm only 1 year older than you.
Yeah, so you can't even say anything.
You're still younger than me, therefore you're the youngin.
Actually, I just read Sparks in the lobby, and he's like 5, right? Anyways,
Fucking excuse me? I'm so more of an adult than you.
I think me and Brem are older than
Facts.
all of you, so.
Facts.
I'm like
Wait, hold
sitting
up.
over here like you guys are arguing about age, and me and Pete are the old guys in the background like,
Right.
you fucking kids, shut the fuck up.
they're like, don't pay attention.
Leave
Well,
us alone. We're playing
Bit-
chess right now. You motherfuckers are playing
They're too
checkers.
busy
Chess
collecting
sounds
taxes
fun.
from the poor.
Fucking
Leave them alone,
toddlers
man.
over here.
Like, you
not
guys
even
are
on the
arguing
server.
over who's better at shit, and I'm over here like, remember Pete?
I'm
we used to
5
play
and 3
games on
quarters.
the couch with each other as kids with our friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but here's the
Alright,
thing.
first off, I
This-
don't have friends.
I mean, here's the thing.
Bold of
We
you
look
to assume
nostalgic.
he's got friends.
Here's the thing. We look at like we
Oh,
look
my
at couch
bad.
co-op with nostalgia like all the time. We look at a couch like it's so nostalgic to play with your friends. Realistically, I'll never do it again because it sucks playing couch co-op. I don't like sharing with people.
Well, I got a
on screen.
question. Is it still considered couch co-op if you're both masturbating to porn together?
Yes, actually, that's the kind
Yeah.
of stuff I support. I support that shit.
Are you going for achievement too? Just wondering.
Jesus.
What's the achievement
Yeah.
here?
When
What's the achievement here? I need to know for future
Most
reference.
cursed comment.
Most custom. That's not fair. I haven't started talking yet.
oh when the achievements is yeah.
You're breaking up,
I'm
Blue.
glad he stopped. I'm glad he broke up there.
I hold on the one. Anyways, real quick, when the achievements
One of the
is you
achievements
gotta
is,
come
how
while
fast
talking
can
at the same
Amber
time.
Alert not go out.
And then the platinum
Oh,
trophy. To
God.
so you get the platinum trophy. You gotta do that, all that, and then you gotta touch your other friend's wiener as you come and talk at the same time.
Blue, I wish you never had a mic.
Blue, do me a
Dude.
favor. What's your push talk button?
Go get. We're
What's
going
your
to
push to talk
platinum. Alt F4.
What's your push
Oh,
button?
Oh,
Okay,
that's more.
Alt F4. What's up,
do me
Jason?
a favor and push it. Like, push that again.
I'm trying my best here. Also,
Make sure
just
on
do it. I
Discord,
gotta
blocked.
you go on Discord and type, then just put all F4. That's it. That's all you have to push. All you have to push. I need to open up
that's one
chat
thing
right here.
that I wish I never heard.
What? Touching
Which
you're
part?
touching your friend's penis while you guys
I
are
do
watching a
not
football
want to
game?
hear it again. Thanks, Digital Fracture.
You're welcome. This message was pre-approved by the government. You're welcome.
I
So you're
hope the
the reason why
Pokemon named
War
after
Crimes
you
have started.
dies.
I mean, I'm not denying anything. War crimes are war
can
crimes,
grab
all
him.
right? Hey, war crimes are always fun, okay? Especially when you're
fam-
bored.
I heard that's a family specialty.
So we're back to square one.
I mean, war crimes are always fun when you have the family. You know when you like bomb a village in like Vietnam or something like that. It's always good to do with your friends.
Dude,
right?
bomb a village. I'm talking about gas chambers. What are you on about?
Hold up, you're getting me all
This
riled
can't
up,
be
Dylan.
allowed. This can't be allowed.
What's
What?
a
I
Gas-
feel like
Oh,
Gas
damn.
chambers
I
are
have a
used
feeling
in
that
everyday
this
life.
podcast monetization never existed in the first
Yeah,
place, so
like-
that bothers.
Here's the thing, like whenever you're like
What's
eating ass,
monetization?
the problem is whenever you're eating ass, you're kind of getting close to the gas chamber, anyways, right?
See? I'm
Shut-
glad somebody knew what I was going with.
Blue, do me a favor.
I can't, unfortunately.
Alt F4. Alt F4.
I'm doing it right now. What do you mean? Here's the thing. I'm alt F4 you, but the game's telling me no. Keep playing.
Oh.
I meant on Discord. You can play your game all you want. I don't give a shit. Just shut the fuck up.
Do you guys think that God regrets letting the action of Blue talking
Have
ever
you-
exist?
okay,
hope
I have a question for you.
What?
Have you guys ever watched Preacher?
Feature? No.
Yeah. Preacher.
No.
God
No.
literally gets disappointed because a dinosaur eats his own shit. So yes, of course.
You know what? I feel like God's space right now.
Here's the thing. God sees hentai and is proud. Leave him be.
Uh,
God's culture.
I hope Zeus smites you. Silence.
You're just go get. I don't. Never mind. Go get. I don't get it. How?
The double back. Go get.
No.
Go.
No, he's like go get. You don't realize like Zeus is cultured. Zeus is all about the ladies.
Yo, I was gonna say Zeus gets the bitches, bro.
Yeah, he does.
Well, first off, I don't think a swan getting bitches counts as Zeus getting bitches.
Hades looks at you and says, "Even I have standards, okay?"
I don't know about that.
Hades looks at you and thinks that Tatus would be a
Don't
punishment
take
to
my joke,
Kronos.
fuck.
Hades looks
I
at me
did.
and he's like, dude, you're cultured. What the fuck? All this hentai? You're a legend. Can I have your autograph?
And while Zeus is in the background going, "That's my boy."
No, Zeus is like, I raised that boy. What do you mean?
I hope Optimus puts an arrow through his skull.
Actually, here's the thing. Hades looks at me and says like, yo, I'm a huge fan, actually. What's up?
I hope Optimus puts an arrow through his skull.
You mean
I don't
Artemis?
That's why I tried to say yes.
No,
It sounded like you said Optimus. I was like,
No,
when
no.
a Transformer
No.
becomes
Dude,
a
it's
fucking
Optimus
archer,
Prime.
bro. Like,
dude,
No,
it's Optimus Prime.
that's
What do you mean?
speech impediment. That's speech impediment. But yeah, I hope she puts an arrow through his skull. Or your mouth, just put it right through your jaw so you can't speak. I'd be okay with that.
I don't know what to go get. You're like saying shit to me, and I'm just like, Among Us roleplay server when?
Ready, I'll make one, you pay me.
Among Us furry.
I can't pay you,
roleplay,
unfortunately. I'm
NSFW
broke.
server.
But I can like give you a hand in $20.
Wow, really? Kind of cheap there, bruh.
$20 is 20.
Well, I mean, it's only gonna be like a minute, right? You're paying for time.
see
Still,
that.
kind of cheap.
Every minute is
Wait.
20. So if it's
I
more
was-
than a minute, you're paying me higher. Sorry, you're good.
This man talking so much shit.
I'm the one
if I
talking
walked
shit?
up to him,
Oh yeah, I joined the call and you're saying shit. What are you on about?
that you started the stream by talking shit.
Hey, I have an idea. Let's cover a fucking topic already, huh? That'd be good.
What a topic.
Why?
No,
This is
I'm
fun.
loving what's going on.
Digital.
All right.
Yeah,
in that
I want Among Us.
case, Blue, you're fucking adopted.
Am I? Thank God. Jesus.
I'm sorry, Blue.
Oh.
Everybody was talking shit to you. I felt like I had to go in
10
on
out
this
of
one.
10. Blue, you're a
I
fucking
mean,
adopted.
thank God.
More than level.
That's good news, Digital.
Topics, what are those? I agree, JC. What's the topic?
JC, you're
It's
based.
not hot, so.
It's not hot or steamy. I don't
That
want
was
to talk
play of
about
the
it.
game. Ugh.
Yo, my top. Let's a hot take. Hot take me right now. Go get. What's your hottest take of the day? Hottest.
Hottest take? That I can say on
Actually,
stream.
I can piss off Blue right now. ReZero isn't
Okay.
that good.
You're brain dead. You're an actual brain dead.
Wait a second. Oh, ReZero. No, well, it's all right.
Yeah. Shit.
It started out amazing, but it lost steam pretty fucking quick.
I don't know about that. I mean, have you seen season 2?
No, I have not. I do need to see season.
No,
2.
because season
But
1
here's
was
the
so
thing,
bad,
dude.
I didn't watch
The
it.
first few episodes with what was the name of that one chick with the purple dress, the
Elsa?
double. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That shit was
Elsa.
fucking amazing. And then
You want to build a snowman?
it kind of dropped off after that.
Elsa, Reinhardt, and then
Totally.
there was the Mob Beast arc after that. Then there was the White Whale arc.
Yeah,
And then after that, season 2 is nuts. I love season 2.
I
Among
do need
Us
to see
roleplay.
season 2,
If-
but
If an anime starts up by telling the main
Why-
character to let it go, I'll just end my life right there.
I have a serious question for Blue. What's with this Among Us roleplay thing? Even as a bit, it's not funny. What's with it?
Among Us
It was
roleplay,
someone on Reddit was talking about having Among Us roleplays, so I decided to like take a shit now. No, I am.
Okay, but
Among
even
Us.
as a bit, that's not funny. Blood of Zeus is good.
If you say it
I was gonna
louder,
watch that.
it'll be more
I was
funny.
gonna watch that the other day, but decided to watch Demon Slayer instead.
Yo, is
Wait,
Demon Slayer
Demon
any
Slayer?
good? I watched Goblin Slayer.
I think it's
liked
good.
it.
I
Demon
said-
Slayer
Yeah.
is it's
Kimetsu
really
no
good,
Yaiba?
but
It's amazing.
I here's the thing. I read the manga, and then Demon Slayer was like a 9 out of 10 for me, but then there's a certain chapter in the manga that made me drop it to a hard 7. Like hard 7. And
Why?
then
Because you
about it.
don't. Why you don't like main characters dying?
No, what the hell? Are you
Wow,
talking about? Also,
spoiler
the-
alerts.
and
I
also the-
haven't. I didn't read the manga. I didn't read the
Also,
manga. I don't
no,
know. I
here's
only
the
watched.
thing. I fit, and also the manga ended, and I'm not gonna lie, the ending for the manga is really shit.
I disagree.
I mean, here's the
So
thing.
one hand,
It's not
I
as
need to
bad
read
as
the manga.
like. Here's the thing. It's not as bad as like other anime endings, but it's yeah.
It's
I bet it
it's
doesn't
not a
end as
Naruto
bad as
ending, so I'll give
Nijo.
it that.
ReZero's not
Hey.
even like over, and also go. You're talking all this shit and you have no idea what you're talking about. That's why like I just don't bother talking shit with you at the time.
What do you mean?
You really don't. You haven't laid an argument at all, to be honest.
First off, Blue, I haven't tried to win an argument with you because you're not worth the time.
Sexy. Mwah.
Second, I
Okay.
don't lose arguments I tried to win.
Go get it. You're sending me all this sexual energy. I'm just thinking, let's just fuck at this point. What the hell, man?
Man, is this like
Uh,
the Blue is
Yo,
gay episode?
I heard some things about Go-Get. Like, I heard Go-Get swallows. I'm just saying.
I heard he's like,
you will
"I'm
set up
very
about that
Sorry,
too.
roleplay server over.
I heard he's like a golf ball and shit. Like, actually, what was that line from Full Metal Jacket? He can suck a golf ball through a garden hose.
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
Yeah. Dude, he can suck start a snowblower, bro. Come on.
Suck a chrome off a bumper.
Dude, he can
I'm
suck so
telling-
hard he could turn copper into
I'm
silver.
telling you, Amy. She's gonna bully you.
Perfect. She can join us then.
She'll say she has talent, not talent. Fuck, I
Man,
mean,
when'd you turn into a
But
fruitcake,
but
Blue?
talent, yes, but
Go get
standard.
my opinion on the matter is, go get my opinion on the matter is the more the merrier, right? Why doesn't Spark join us too?
You can have fun with that
Well, I
court
didn't
case.
say
You
that.
can have fun with that court case.
That's
You
not
can have fun
legal.
with that court case.
I did not have sex.
Listen, agent the clock stuff, right? Oh, obviously that's how it works. Anyways,
Well, first off, his age is
Asian
not
clock.
on the
Also,
clock.
an AK has what 30 rounds?
Yeah. Well,
Depends if you use an extended mag.
yeah. The regular mags have 30
Alright,
rounds.
let's bump it up
Yes.
to 100. Luke, come over here, you motherfucker.
Fox said use a jump mag on his AK.
Jesus, are you that
What the
terrible of
fuck
a
is
shot?
recoil?
I was gonna ask you, fucking Spark, are you that terrible with a fucking shot in real life with a gun? You need more ammo? Like, what's wrong with you?
Does it look like I ever even touched a firearm?
Well, I don't know.
No.
dude, if
I've
you're
never
trying to-
seen you.
I know,
was
right?
born
That's
in
what I'm just gonna.
California, What do you expect?
True.
I mean,
Also, I just
I
absorb
live in
it.
California. I've got a gun.
And my parents don't.
He's a minor in California.
Minors
hold
can
this
have
far.
guns,
You
can't
weren't-
they?
Yeah, technically shotguns and rifles.
I should probably
Okay.
convince one of my parents to have a handgun.
Like, what do you need a
One of
gun,
them
son?
lives in a
Oh,
very
because of
dangerous
all.
situation.
Ooh, yeah.
But you see, Cox gun.
So what else to talk about? Oh yeah, 5.56. Let's talk about that.
What? What?
He's talking about an ammunition round.
Oh,
Go get your retard.
it's just I wasn't paying
I
attention.
can't
I
believe
just-
I actually had to say that out loud, man.
I wasn't paying attention. I just said, let's talk about that, and I was like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, sure. I believe you.
Yeah.
I
right.
was watching you play. I was watching you play.
Totally
and-
believe you.
Keep
Fail.
talking. I want to hear about it.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't know. I would still.
What?
I mean, for a time of a thing, I would still give Demon Slayer an 8 out of 10 in terms of a manga rating. To like go back to that, I'd still give Demon Slayer an 8 out of 10, like as a series.
I'm
And also
surprised
the
you're
art
saying
is
that.
fuck-
I figured you'd like the muscle. I figured
I
you like
mean-
muscle gore.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't really like Nezuko, to be honest. She's
Okay,
not
well,
that
first
good of a
off, your
waifu.
opinion's wrong. That's not the
I mean-
opinions phone.
I mean, that's fine, I guess.
If you tell me right now that you like Aramanga Sensei, I will actually come to your house and bring a shotgun.
Jesus!
I can't remember Arrow Manga
What if I
Sensei.
do? What do you want me to do about it?
Alright,
What
see you
if I
guys
do?
later.
Bye.
Spock leaves.
Bye,
Spock
Felicia.
leaves.
Like, what's wrong with
You
Arrow
need-
Manga Sensei?
You need like shotgun loading sounds. Spock.
Load shotgun with malicious intent.
Shotgun loading. Let's see.
I'm waiting. Oh, he's okay. Okay. So are we gonna keep bullying Blue, or are we gonna talk about a topic now?
We can talk about
I'm
whatever.
okay with Eva. I'm okay with
Blue
Eva.
exists?
I
What the fuck?
do have some topics, but it is hilarious listening to you two go at it. So I didn't want to
That's what I
interrupt your
go
flow.
for. That's what I go for. If it's entertaining, then it's good.
Keep like JC says,
bullying
keep
Blue.
bullying
Okay.
Blue.
No.
Okay.
Dude,
Okay.
I
So-
said something, but I said it in game chat, and the entire Discord freaked out for a minute. But no, no.
I
Here's the
don't
thing. All I said before, I actually said this in the wrong chat, but I said I'd rather have hardcore sex with Go-Get and talk about anime.
Well then, so
Oh, that was a fucking vow being chambered.
That was an M1 Grand.
The
I
king.
know.
Yeah.
That
I'm
sounds
Good
like
sound
that-
effect,
that-
but that's not exactly a gun loading, so.
that's
Uh,
yeah after the
It's
load, yeah.
exiting the chamber, but still. At least I have one.
I'd say that counts.
It's still not a loading sound.
It's not. It's fine. I'll find you a loading sound. I'll get my shotgun
gonna
and
be,
fucking load
like
it
what?
for you.
8 kilobytes per second quality. Let's go.
I'll have you know, I don't.
I know. Listen to things, but Spark, you don't have to feel left out. I already offer you can join us. Like, you already have 3 ways going. Why not add 4?
You
More the merrier,
you
right?
can
Dude,
you
how
can
many
enjoy
times
that
do I
court
have to
case.
say this? I am not legal.
Well, you know what though? To be fair, Spark, you did threaten him on video, so like you guys are both kind of like if you guys wanted to fuck each other over, you could. Just throwing that
Listen.
out there.
It's just a prank, bro. Look, the camera's right there.
So, a certain
off.
YouTuber is not it's a pedophile.
Like, holy crap, is that Lion Maker in your room, Spark? You better be careful!
Is that bad?
He is not there to do a fucking Minecraft collab with you, okay? I'm just
Like,
throwing that
listen,
out there.
Onision probably doesn't have a
Watcher.
problem with it.
Onision!
No, unfortunately, Spark is not female, so Onision isn't very interested. But
Hey,
my boy
no,
Mini Lad, would be interested. Check him out.
Shut the fuck up about any of that.
Also, Omnision said he found some guys attractive, so
Oh, there you go, Spark. You have a chance now.
Huh.
Good
What's my
God.
sexuality again? I forgot.
You
Non-existent.
sexually identify as a fucking potato. Fucking an egg.
Oh yeah, that's
giving
right.
birth to a squash. Yes.
My sexuality
What?
is hentai and it is art. Anyways,
Alright, so let's move on to some actual fucking topics.
Do we have to?
15 though.
like anime titties.
Do we have to?
Give the people what they want, man.
Yeah, they want us to keep bullying Blue.
Spark, I'm just trying to culture the audience, you know? Give
The
them
audience?
fucking-
Audience.
Fucking audience! Audience! What are we? Do we have an
the
audience of
audience might
pirates,
not
bro?
be even able to fucking
Yes, I'm
speak.
Damn, he gave him the hard R and he gave him the hard R and everything.
Unfortunately, I'm playing
Blue,
Sea of
can you do me a
Thieves.
favor, please point out the R in the audience. Sorry, I never passed elementary.
What's an elementary? Anyways.
The R.
I'm
Sorry,
surprised.
year one.
You know what? I would have been a smart ass
elementary
Blue at
school.
that. I would have left out the R on purpose for elementary and been elementary.
I thought elementary. Wait, hold up. I thought elementary school was Tinder. What the hell? My
Oh
bad.
God! Jesus!
Okay, so We have just found
Okay.
the best cursed
Okay,
comment
so
out of this fucking.
I don't know Blue.
Oh, that was so good. I pulled that out of nowhere too. I really sung that shit.
Now the FI is gonna knock
when
fucking
Blue
door.
catches a court case, I don't know him.
If I hear cop sirens, Blue, I'm just saying, I don't
Right.
know you.
FBI,
Also,
open
it's a
up.
prank, bro. They're actually a 5,000-year-old lolly vampire. Officer, leave him be.
If you say that,
First
to an
off, you're in
actual
Canada,
law
that won't
No,
work.
but in
officer,
Spark's case,
I
wouldn't it
would
be a
like to see
Shoda?
you gunned down.
Ah,
Court.
Shoda.
That's okay. He can be with the mommy vampire that's in Resident Evil.
Dude, she could totally step on me. I mean, what?
Alright.
Of course, you'd be okay with my stepping on you, fucking foot fetishist.
Step on my cubes, Lois.
Here's the thing. Her and the
Not even
female Titan,
die.
her and the
Die.
female Titan can crush me. I'm gonna be honest.
So, what we're
Alright,
learning
Amy.
here is Blue wants to die, and he wants to die to somebody
Listen.
grabbing his head and crushing it.
Listen, I'm a man of culture, and I'm short, obviously,
Well, first
5'9", so I appreciate women stepping on me. What's wrong with
First
that? And a
off,
nice tall
manlet.
girl?
First off, manlet, you're not a man of
Manlet,
culture.
boy, you're thinking you're all... Oh, whatever, bro.
I am 6'2". I am
Yeah,
significantly taller.
the
than
only
you.
one underage here talking about manlets. I don't think I'd go there.
What?
I
Spock's
didn't
taller
stutter.
than him.
I think you've stuttered.
Go get.
I
Here's
did
the
not
go get.
stutter.
Go get. You're so thin. You'd probably be Slender Man if I didn't notice you.
Stutter.
Thank you for the compliment.
I don't know about that, dude.
What was you calling me
I
thin
mean-
an insult?
I mean, no, I'm saying you're fucking frail. You don't have no definition whatsoever. With your body.
I mean, I'm not Phil, but okay.
I don't know, Go get. I've seen a picture of you, buddy. You literally look like a stick figure from like what's that one diary with the kid?
First off, I've had the shit kicked out of me, and I've been okay. I'm not Phil. It's because I
Bruh.
don't look fucking.
Go get. I'm just
fine.
gonna sit there and say, bro, you could use a sandwich. I'm just throwing that out
Or
there.
I can use a
because
full
I'm a
McDonald's meal.
metabolism.
Like they have to like stuff it down. Like here's the thing: if
Bro,
Go-Get was ever
like,
captured in prison,
Gogi could use all the meat. I'm just saying.
if Go-Get was ever being
Not my fault. I have
interrogated,
fucking godly
you know how they
metabolism.
interrogate him? They would literally grab him and stuff his mouth with food, and he'd be like, "Oh no, stop, please."
Why is this?
Goget looks
Why
like
is
a South African that got fucking trapped in Ethiopia. Okay.
So this segment is drill Go-Get at all costs, but let's forget about Blue saying Ardians for a moment.
Here's the thing.
I mean, if we're fucking
I mean-
with people, I think everybody's on fucking blast.
I mean,
at
go
this
get.
moment. I'm
I
just
mean, go get.
saying.
Here's a go get
Fact.
into it. Like he loves things being stuffed in his mouth. So like we're respecting him with this.
Facts.
And logic.
First off, you stick anything in my mouth, I'll bite you.
Damn, that makes it more fun. What the hell?
Come on, go
What
get.
do you-
We all know Oktoberfest is your favorite time of year.
First off, I live in the South. Anything from Germany is not okay.
I mean, here's the thing. Like it's gonna. You should have. Might as well title the stream "Blue Sexual Harassing Go Get the game."
That's cute. You'd
movie.
think you could sexually harass me.
Perfect. If you won't call it perfect, this makes things better on my end. What the hell, Go Get?
When's the OnlyFans coming?
Goget's got an OnlyFans account.
No,
With that
people have told me
premium
to make
content.
one. People have told me to make one.
But why?
I've declined that. Why? Because they want to give me
Because
money.
they-
They want to see me
Because
fucking
they want
make
to
it. I
see
don't
your
fucking
tits.
know.
I know what it is. I know about your tits. That's fine. I'm not judging. I don't hate. I appreciate.
I mean, real quick, I want to see him too. But
Okay,
I don't know if I.
a minute ago,
What too?
I'm fucking thin as fuck. Now I'm apparently fat. Make up your mind.
No. We're talking about tits. There's a difference.
We're talking about
Sorry.
your tits. I mean, here's the thing, Go Get. You might have a good pair of knockers we can play with. At least I can
Now,
play with.
I hate to inform you, but my voice gives away the fact that I do not.
How
Well,
does-
I heard about your titties.
No,
What are you talking about?
you can still have tits as a guy.
Okay. My voice and the fact I'm saying I don't gives away the fact that I do not.
No,
So what you're
that's
saying is you
Oh,
got
that's-
tits. Gotcha.
The fact that people have seen pictures of me can tell you that I don't.
Well, I haven't
know
seen
about
any
your
pictures
moves.
of
It's
you,
fine.
so that doesn't tell
Listen,
me shit
Yoga,
either.
I haven't. You haven't sent me your nudes yet, which I'm really mad about. I'm gonna be honest.
Jesus, dude, when did you turn into a fruitcake? Just just asking.
Usually the straightest people.
When you showed
gay shit.
this man your dick in that Discord chat we were all in that one night, that's when he went gay. I'm just
Must have
saying,
been
Pete.
I mean, I was only doing that for the ladies, but if he enjoyed it,
What the fuck
I
is
mean,
going on?
I'm just telling him, go get. I'm just telling you right now. All you have to do is dress like Felix or Astolfo, and we can talk. That's all I'm saying.
This man just said you look cute fucking a trap.
I got a question. Is it considered a trap if you know for a fact it's a dude and you want to fuck it anyways because it looks that good? Throw that out there.
No.
Exactly. Thank you, Go. That's the right answer.
I mean, it's kind of a trap, but you know it's a trap and you're walking into it. It's kind of like if you're like playing like I think Rising Storm in Vietnam and you like step into someone's trap even though you knew it was there. It's still a trap even though you stepped into it like an idiot.
Yeah, but you're gonna lose a limb. At least this way you're getting that. That's kind of where I was going with it.
Now, I'm gonna pull the definition of a trap because I'm pretty sure it has to be unknown for it to be a trap.
Well, when we're talking about the...
I mean, that's a good point. Like, is it a trap if you know it's a trap? Like, that's an interesting philosophical question.
Thank you. See, I asked the real shit around here.
We
Hard hitting.
Yeah, we get to the real issues here at Game Talk.
I mean, here's my opinion. It's still a trap. It's still a trap, but it's still a trap. Like here's it doesn't change the fundamentals. It's still a trap, but it's just it's there. You know what I'm saying? Like you're aware of the trap, but like it's still a trap as like a rule principle.
Well, yes, but if you know it's there, is it really a trap or is it just something you trigger? Like you can trigger a switch. That doesn't make a switch a trap.
But that's, I mean, nobody's ever said this. What? Where did that even come from? No one's ever. What?
Fuck.
That's what Blue is saying. Blue is talking about stepping into a trap willingly. But if you know it's a trap, is it a trap? Since in this definition, it'd be misleading somebody.
You're like, don't worry, sir. That is not a penis between my legs. You can go ahead and suck it anyways.
Penis.
Which said XP.
Hello.
I mean, the principle of it is like the thing is, it's still a trap. Like it doesn't change the fact that it's a trap, being aware of it or not.
It's awesome.
I must disagree with you. If you know it, it's not a trap.
All right, let's hypothetically, let's say like you're playing like I don't know, like a survival game, and you accidentally step into like an enemy's trap, but you knew it was there, but you stepped into it. Does that change the fact that it's not a trap anymore, or is it still a trap? Like I'm trying to.
But but this you can't accidentally. How do you accidentally step into a trap?
It's an obstacle
Of that kind of trap, though.
I mean, no,
because we're not talking about a landmine or a bear trap that you could accidentally step on.
You're like, oops, I stepped into your asshole.
Yeah, how do you
my bad.
How do you accidentally trip into some boy pussy?
Like,
no, here's the thing. Like, no, like, yeah, so I'm saying, I'm not saying you accidentally step into it. It's still a trap, but the principle of it still applies. Like, the person is trying to deceive you, even though you know they're trying to deceive you. Like, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. At that point, it's just a
Can we just all appreciate the fact that Pete literally just said like one of the gayest things he's ever said out loud and didn't even fucking flinch? I love it. He's all stepping into some boy pussy.
How was that gay though?
No, I said you said one of the gayest things you've ever said without flinching. Not saying you're gay yourself, but
No, but I
saying
don't.
something
How
in
is
the
that
form
gay
of being
though?
gay.
Like, I don't even understand.
Boy pussy's not gay.
Boy, pussy is gay, but saying it isn't gay.
No, that's what I was just. That's what I was just saying. I wasn't saying you were gay for saying it.
I know, but
I was saying out of all
no.
the things that have been ever gay to talk about, that's one of the gayest things you've ever talked about.
That's the gayest thing I've talked about. Okay, but
That's
that
what I
was my
meant, yeah.
confusion because like.
Well, that's why I was trying to correct it early on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like. Like,
mean,
is that word inherently gay? That's a question, sir.
I mean, here's the thing.
Not saying it, not like if you say it, are you gay? No. It's like, is the word itself gay? That's a question.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's inherently gay because I think the word boy pussy is neutral. Like, it's a neutral term. I would say.
Neutral word.
The neutral Tom.
You know, we
the-
just talk about boy pussy in here all the time. Like, it's a normal thing. You know, whatevs.
I mean,
right?
It
Metro's
was
not
when
here,
Blue got in
so
here.
Unlikely.
Only when Blue's here is it normal.
I mean, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I would say I would say everyone in this Discord call is kind of rubbing off on you now, just a little bit, in more ways than one.
So you want to rub off on me, Blue? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I was gonna
Yes,
say,
you
wanna
call me
rub
in
off
the action.
Well, he did
What?
invite
Hold
Go
up.
Get to an orgy, so you know.
That is true. He did.
That's the thing. You're like, your bitch was like trying to have some implied shit thrown at me, but I literally said I'd fuck Go Get and whoever else he invites.
I mean, if Go Get, I mean, I'm just saying, like, if Go Get put a wig on, put some eyeliner on, maybe you might. You never know.
Listen, Go Get, just get the cat ears on. It'll work out for you.
It'll work out for you.
Actually, nothing. You want to Go Get?
I think Blue.
You could be really. Hold up, Go Get. Now thinking about it, philosophically, you can actually be built like a femboy, to be honest.
I think Blue got awfully homo when we weren't looking.
Oh, I'm gonna need context to your statement, Blue. What?
I mean, you're tall, skinny, insanely skinny. You can pull off a dress, probably. It's not like you're built like a guy. I'm just gonna be honest. So, like, that's like what I'm trying to get.
Well, first off, I'm tall. That's typically something that guys are.
Are you sure?
I'm not short like you.
I don't know.
I mean, no, here's the thing.
That mommy vampire is fucking 7'6" or
First
some
off,
shit.
First off, that's the exception, not the rule.
I literally said I like tall girls. Did I not say I want the female Titan to crush me? Like what?
First off, that's also that does not count because that is a transformation.
Still,
She's
her
still
Titan
tall.
form. Here's the thing: base Annie is too frail. Her Titan form actually gives her thickness. So that's like
Base Annie's small. She's not tall.
Base Annie's small and frail. That's why base Annie is not that impressive. But Titan Annie, yo, she got some thickness to her. That's all I'm saying.
JC. Are you into tall chicks, Pete?
I mean, here's the
no,
thing,
I like the shorter ladies.
I mean, I wouldn't say like Annie's best girl though, mainly because Peak exists, unfortunately, for her.
My last girlfriend was basically a Pokemon. She was like fucking 4'11" or something.
Damn, did you put her in like a Pokeball or something like?
Probably could.
Should invite
But
her.
I don't hate the tall chicks. I don't know. I don't think I've ever dated a girl taller than me, except for maybe when I was like freshman in high school or something. But I don't even think then.
I mean, here's the thing. I would say here's the thing. I've dated girls like her shorter than me, but that's only because it's a barely by a line. Also, there's the factor that women are just naturally shorter most of the time. Like statistically.
I mean,
All right, tell me
taller
how I'm wrong.
chicks.
Just tell me how I'm wrong.
The chick's
Tell me
tall
that.
I'm
enough.
not laughing at that statement. I was laughing about everything earlier.
If the chick is tall enough, then your face is practically right at her boobs, just standing there. That could be kind of nice. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Tall girls, I got a special place in my heart because I'm short, so that's how it is. Also, they're very rare come by. Tall girls are like very rare.
I mean, depends. Like, not in the WNBA.
That's true.
Context, sir. It matters. Frame of reference.
I don't know. Anyways, that girl from Resident Evil though, she's pretty fire. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't even like her. I like her
How-
sisters
how
or whatever.
quick?
I think her sisters are way hotter.
Okay. I mean, here's the thing. Her sisters are hot too, but I would take all three. I think all three at once would be like the greatest challenge of my life,
Oh,
and I'd be ready
bullshit.
for
I
it.
hit
Hey,
fuck it.
what was that? What was that movie, Pete? Was it Legends of Tomorrow? Where the guy said like, "Yo, if I ever get into a threesome, I may not be ready for it, but I'm gonna make it work." Right?
Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Grab back.
Fuck is that dude's name? Oh my god. Mission Impossible. Tom
You
Cruise.
didn't kill the coyote.
Tom Cruise is just like, I don't know how any of this works. He's like, yeah, well, I've never been with two chicks at the same time, mate. But you can bet when that day comes, I'll make it work. Fuck,
Yeah,
that's a great
kinda
movie.
what I meant.
All I'm learning is Blue wants to get crushed.
I mean,
And he's offered to let me crush him, and I'm afraid of it. That's all I've gathered from this conversation.
I mean, here's the thing.
And he
like,
wants an
a
orgy
giant-
with you, go get.
That too, but also
What was
like, that too, but also there's like, I don't know what's so bad about having like a tall.
I
mean, nothing wrong with
stop
it.
talking.
I guess.
Like, what's wrong with thighs, and especially at tall girls? Like, I don't get it. You're being
First off, I
you're being
said-
really not
I-
accepting for someone who talks about being accepting. You know, that's all I'm saying.
First off, I said your feet fetish was bad, not thighs. I said it's not even thighs whenever I said
Feet?
that.
I mean, it depends on the context. If
Okay.
you're gonna be that, like, here's the thing. It's not about like, it's context.
No, it's just you just like feet and it's weird. There's no context needed. You just like feet and it's weird.
Well, he is a weird guy.
Thanks.
I'm normal. Anyways,
No, you're not. Don't lie to me or the people of the stream ever again.
I mean, here's the thing. Who defines normal?
Everybody.
Me.
The collective normal people.
They're not even just people anymore, just normal,
Yes, I did it.
not blue.
I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah, not you, that's
Like,
for sure.
You say that, but
Bar has to be set very low to be not blue.
Oh, damn.
But how low is low? That's the question.
Blue low.
anyways, digital. We already established while you're gone that I'm in the tall chicks. So
I always
And
knew
that
you were-
he
but
wants
you've
to be
always said
crushed.
you were into tall chicks, though, right? Like I could
He
have
also
sworn you
said he
like
wants to be
talked
crushed
about
him.
it.
I mean, well, I've said it, but like people, I guess we're just not accepting of it. Go get.
That was never the case.
Horny on main over.
Ow. That was
I
never
was
the
waiting to
issue.
get hit with a hammer. I was waiting for the bonk about the horny gentleman to actually just hit me there.
No, that's for another police officer to go to.
Hey, Blue.
Yes.
If you thought the issue was you liking tall chicks, then you've missed the entire conversation.
I never said that was the issue. I'm just saying that's like the main plot point of the story.
The main plot point was that you're weird.
Not wrong.
I mean, here's the thing. There's a lot of
course, go get-
guys who are. I mean, here's the thing. There's a lot of guys, including short people like me, who don't like girls who are taller than them because they get a bit too like uncomfortable with someone being taller than them.
Why?
No, it's not even that. It's like I get it because girls want guys who can protect them, and it rubs up against that when the girl is taller than the guy. Like that's the thing. Most girls don't like dating guys that are shorter than them anyway. So, you know, Yeah, it is what
That's
it is.
true. So it makes things harder for me, but I still make it work. Probably. I don't know. Anyways.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Interesting.
But you also like feet, so
Yeah.
I am
I don't know.
I am really sure that we're never gonna get a podcast. That's never not gonna mention
yeah, that's
this.
not gonna talk about that.
Well, you
Here's
see,
the thing. I'm gonna be honest. You all started this shit. I just brought it home. Like we were in the mid. Here's the thing. We were in mid intercourse, and I'm just like, you know what? Time to carry this out. You know.
I don't know
You
about
know,
being in mid intercourse,
I mean, it's like,
partner,
dude,
but
I don't know, Blue. It's like that last time where like me and Pete DP'd you, and you were just like laying there, and you didn't even moan, dude. I was like, bro, like we're both hung like fucking donkeys.
Here's the
Like, have you
here's
been
the-
to prison a few times?
Because
I mean, here's-
Digital went
here-
home with it. Blue, never make an analogy ever again.
No, but here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest, Digital. That night I was just kind of tired. I wasn't feeling it, you know. Like it was real painful. I had a rough day beforehand. It was like, yeah, what do I do about this now?
Continue.
good lord.
Yeah,
Love it.
You said the good Lord. You called me. My bad.
Yeah,
first
not
off,
you.
you're not good and you're not Lord.
Text. Push to talk, be like, hey, you called.
Here's the thing. You don't even know this
Fuck you,
part,
like-
but I'm so far into this that when you know the FBI agent
But-
watches me, he comes at me and is like, "Yo, you're base as hell, man. Here's a high five." Also cries a little.
You're
First
trying
off,
to relate to the Zoomer audience. Fuck you.
stop
Zoomer.
trying, you won't.
What's Zoomer mean? Anyways, who cares?
Tell him, I think
I
Blue
don't
just
get-
needs
I
to
don't
get
know
like,
these-
tell him to invite go get over. I have standards.
I mean, here's the thing. Listen, I've been Buzz Star for like 3 years. It's hard out here, you know. Can't really do anything about it,
Hard out here for a pimp.
right?
Hard out here for a person who's mentally unstable for the past 3 minutes.
It's hard
I-
out here for somebody
I
being
Blue.
bullied constantly.
Here's the thing. You said mentally unstable. I'm just having fun. I'm just having my fun.
Yeah,
you know,
he-
waving
you
my
see-
dick around.
What you don't know is that he also has a humiliation kink, so this actually gets him off.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm just having fun, y'all. You Spark. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just having fun. You need to chill out.
When the FBI
As a-
looks at someone who has child porn, yeah, I'm just having fun.
Jesus.
Oh
Yeah.
Jesus.
That went
Hold
0 to
up.
100 real fucking quick.
Yeah, hold up. Let's roll this back real quick. Like, roll the time machine back. This is just
Yeah, let's roll
that
this
is
back. Let's
just
talk about this.
First off,
What?
5,000-year-old lolly vampire chicks don't count, evidently.
obviously.
Come
Like,
on.
here's the thing. Like people just don't understand that.
Yes,
And-
to try and
no, the FBI understands that. Like I showed it to them, and they're like, "Yo, you're right."
Yeah, you're right.
So this is what we're paying for.
Oh, go on.
Listen,
Lord save us all.
you're bringing it. I'm just bringing the premium content, which is me.
First off, the premium content is me bullying you.
Okay,
No,
you
it's
haven't
not
said
none of
anything.
those things.
Hold up, Gogi. I'm gonna be honest with you. You haven't said one thing like for the past like 5 minutes. What are you talking about?
That's because I've been laughing at you. You've just
And also,
been
most of the
talking a
things
bunch
you-
of nonsense. I'm laughing.
Also, most of the things you say just were flying over me because it's like you're not even good at the time. I'm gonna be honest. I think it was more interesting when I was talking about having sex with you because I was getting more into it.
First off, most of the stuff I say flies over you because it's short.
Yeah,
Anything I
but
say will fly
also,
over
I mean, here's the
over you.
thing. I think everyone appreciates like me talking about certain things that are gonna happen because I'm like a teleporting ninja. You will never see me coming. Actually, you will
Like-
it'll be in your face.
Like,
but anyways.
you apparently fucking me.
What a terrible day to have headphones.
You mean it's a terrible day for rain?
I didn't stutter.
I don't know,
Same
Same
man.
guy who
Like,
takes
I'm-
everything seriously. I'm just
think-
having fun. Y'all need to chill.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm just putting like I don't know what like I don't know like go get. I may have like stuck in your poop by accident at the time, but like you're really getting butthurt over this, you know? It's kind of weird. I'm not-
What?
I'm not gonna lie.
If
I don't
you
know why
think
you're
this
getting
is
this
me
butter at
mad,
me.
if you think this is me mad, you need to stop projecting. Because I'm having fun.
I mean, I'm projecting my penis onto you. Right in that mouth, boy. Mwah.
Projecting that.
See,
Oh,
like
you
that's
get-
love right there. That's brotherly love. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, cursed love,
That's
but it's
some
still love.
Alabama level shit.
no, if it's Alabama loving shit, that's where you do that to
Listen.
your sister, your brother.
Yo, yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
related to
you
it.
just said that's brotherly love.
If it was related to you, this would be a good
Okay, fair
yaoi
enough.
anime.
You got me there.
Wait,
So it's
what-
so
Blue,
in
what
other
you
words,
came in
go get. In other words, you're used to this kind of.
I
was
will
gonna say,
hunt
aren't
you.
you from Alabama? Go get.
I'll wait till you move, come to your house, kick your ass, go to Blue and kick his ass. It's a
Oh,
straight
please
line.
kick me harder. You know what?
Yeah, Blue
This
would probably
man
like that.
is so. This man is sus.
You know what's even more
Among
sus?
Us roleplay server.
Among Us roleplay server. God damn it.
Can we have an Among Us roleplay server? Like, I'm still waiting for this to happen.
I told you, if you pay me, I'll make it.
Why do I have to pay you? You should be getting into
The
it.
sentence that uttered through your mouth, Blue, is the reason why 556 was invented.
Listen. Here's the thing: the canon ending to that is Joestar saving her. So you know what? It's fine. That's the canon ending, by the way. The author really said that's the canon ending. So get owned.
What is?
I think it was the one Dojin. It's a really long one where the girl has a terrible ass life.
Oh,
and, like, things just go
Emergence?
horribly wrong.
Oh,
Emergence. I don't remember the exact
177013?
number line. Yeah, that entire. Here's the thing. Someone made a fan ending where Joestar, I think it was, showed up and just repaired her body, and then it was like that's the canon ending.
which isn't possible. No, the only Joestar that has
Wait.
that ability was
You know which
Josuke.
Josuke, my bad. I'm monkey. I said the wrong character.
And he-
Anyways.
and he wasn't a Joestar technically.
The word monkey is a racist term.
Yeah, go get. Why did you say that? Honestly, I can't believe you caught go get in 4K saying it.
Fucking exposed. In 4K, you said. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we're not in
4K
4K.
ray traced, 120 FPS.
Oh, ray traced.
I just really had this. Why am I swinging my sword? Why am I using arrows like a bitch? I have fucking. What
Well, you are a
Uh,
bitch.
the fucking name is?
Technically speaking.
If the evidence
you-
against you,
while you
has
want-
enhanced lighting, then you should just give up.
That is against you as a fan.
I mean, the thing is, I don't know.
Yeah, he's never gonna finish that sentence.
problem is-
Yeah.
The problem is, I'm in two different things at once right now.
Yeah, which is why you should be playing Overwatch with me, you bitch.
Well, the thing is,
Well, the thing.
Well then,
well, the
yeah.
thing is, succumbs to bullet wound.
The thing is, there is no
What
thing.
the fuck?
Here's the thing: when it comes to surprise butt sex, it's not a surprise. It's happens. It's a good time. Anyways,
The dolphin?
I'm calling the police.
It doesn't, I don't
Here's the
even think
thing,
he sounded out the word sex. He just said sec.
I mean, here's the thing: like, I'm gonna tell the officer, listen, officer, it's not my fault you dolphin dived onto my penis. What are you gonna do about it?
So that's BO2 tactics. All right.
Oh, Jesus.
So you all down for that Among Us server? No, I'll make it right now.
I
No.
told you. If you pay me, I'll make it.
Yo,
Yeah,
yeah,
no-
I don't
I'll
like
get-
this expensive broad. Like, I've already
I'll
tapped you like 4 times. I know I'm being this
I'll
expensive.
I'll get
for, like,
crazy
no
nut
reason.
in there.
Blue
I'll
does
get
like
crazy
saying,
nut in there.
here's
We'll
the
have some
thing,
good role
JC.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing.
He
I'm
does
gonna
say it
again.
entirely too often.
I'll make the server for 17 Dogecoins.
Oh, I
Yeah.
got plenty of them. That's cheap.
I invested
Now,
into real money like Ethereum.
God.
Imagine
Uh,
cryptocurrency.
imagine being blue. That'd be very depressing.
I just think it'd be fun. I don't know why you're getting all like little.
What the heck is that?
Go get. I'm just trying to put in your pooper, but like you're making this really hard. I don't know why, for like no reason.
Here's the coin.
He makes it really hard because he's saying no to you.
Yes.
Never stopped Blue
Vimazai.
before.
You aren't wrong, but I will still
I mean,
try.
I'm about to say it again. My opinion on the matter is, no is just a sexy version of yes. At least that's how it goes, right?
Yeah, pretty
It's
much.
just a sexy version of yes.
So whenever Go Get says no, I hear that as please go faster and harder. You know?
So, what's the number you call if you want to call the police in Canada?
That is
Don't know.
811.
Is it actually?
No, I don't fucking know. I was
Sounds
just
like a
kidding.
budget version of
I don't know if
Minecraft.
it's still 911.
I think it's in the UK. It's 119.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. I don't know if it's still 911.
Yeah. What is 911 in Canada, Blue?
911. The fuck you talking about?
What number do you call if somebody
Yeah, if
breaks
you need
into
the
your
police,
house?
if you need the Mounties to come with their fucking horses
You
and
need law enforcement to apologize to the person breaking in. What number do you call?
It's literally just.
oh, it might be
911.
999 in the UK.
No, here's the thing. It's just
No, it's
911. I
it's-
don't know where you're talking. You think it's like some special code number in Canada where it's like you get the phone
no,
out, you like.
It's
There's
different
like
in
type out a
different.
phone
It's
sequence.
different in
It's
different
American too.
countries.
Well, in Canada, it's just 911.
It might be in Japan that it's 119, but I think one of them is 119, but I can't remember which one.
Yeah, Canada is
UK
just
is
United States of
999.
America too.
Don't you dare say that. We have better healthcare.
An American too.
Japan is 119.
That's true.
Yeah,
It's-
and UK is
Instead of
999.
having worse healthcare, you guys just
Which
drown
make-
your fucking
which-
patients in
Why you guys all come
Which
here
makes
when you
sense.
need healthcare?
Which makes sense. Why would you call emergency services with 911 since it's probably one of the
It's
longest
actually
stream
666
numbers?
with the 777 with 888 with
No.
the 999. Anyways.
No, like just having it be the same number 3 times would be better because it'd be faster.
Or you can just have a heart attack watch it up.
I don't
like,
think
you
it's
tap
all
it,
that
it
much
actually gets
faster.
weird.
You're right. I could just have a heart attack.
Yeah, you could just die.
I mean, here's the thing,
I
Yogi,
appreciate that.
After our session, you will probably have a heart attack. I'm gonna be honest, because I don't know if you're prepared like mentally for what I'm gonna do to you. You know. Damn! Everyone got quiet now. Wow, really gotta make this
I
joke
didn't hear what you
awkward.
said. I didn't hear what you
I
said.
literally said you're not. Never mind. I'm done. The joke's already killed. The joke's ended. It's not even funny anymore. I'm just gonna die.
Aw.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go. I shut Blue up.
Ugh, shut me up harder. Oh.
I'm calling the police.
Did you kiss the mic?
I'm calling the police.
Damn, did somebody switch Blue's meds or something?
No, I like the side of Blue. Go ahead, Blue. Keep going.
He finally
I'm
gets
calling
like
the
his
police.
estrogen
I mean, here's a-
suppositories or something.
No, here's the thing. Like Go-Get is like trying to agitate me, but I'm my solution to him trying to do this is just be absurdly gay to him. Be sure he drowns in my cum.
Blue's
Oh,
over here
man.
trying to go get. I'm just saying.
Man,
Right?
I'm
I don't know why he's
definitely,
getting all
I'm
mad at
definitely
me.
not used to that. I'm definitely not used to that. I'm
Go
definitely
get's not used to getting all this kind of love and attention. I'm just saying.
I'm
Oh,
definitely
damn,
not used to
that
that. Jamie
sucks.
definitely doesn't exist. I'm definitely not used to people being really gay towards me. Oof, man. You really got me there, Blue. You really got me there.
I
He is
mean,
being
here's
super
the thing.
gay.
When it comes to that stuff, I just like being, you know, upfront and in your butthole about it, you know?
Well, then that's not up front.
I was gonna say that.
That's more up back more, you know?
That's more up back more. You know. Public
Believe
sentence,
it.
Blue. You should looking to being an English teacher because that was fucking perfect.
I only love sexually harassing one person, and that's Gogan.
I like how I say you should be an English teacher, and he said I only love sexually harassing one person.
Hey, I'm just being honest about it.
I'm calling the police.
What are you gonna do? What the police are gonna do? They're gonna show up and be like, "Yo, what are you doing?" And I'm just like, "I'm just doing stuff." And they're
Well,
like,
knowing
"Yo,
Canada, it's against
you're
the law."
based." Anyways,
Knowing Canada, it's against the law to sexually harass people.
Blue
That
underwear
is
cycle
garbage.
saying
Men.
based
You can just
for
claim he's
some-
Muslim. It'll be alright.
Oh,
Yeah.
you right. Wait, but he doesn't look it.
I'll just be like, "Listen, I'm fighting against the oppression with my religion of peace."
I know.
Anyways,
A piece of his penis is what he's saying, by the way, if you guys didn't catch on. Just
right? See, at least you catch it. I'm playing 5D chess here, but like digital's always a step ahead of me still, every time.
Pretty much.
Oh, what
yeah.
the fuck?
Wanna know why? You still never playing 5D chess while Vim's playing checkers still. You can't beat him.
Wow, that was some shit.
He's actually playing Among Us. That's why I can't beat him.
I like how you keep talking about playing Among Us, but you never asked me to play Among Us.
Nobody, well, I'm gonna say nobody, but that game is dying.
Do you mean Among Us 2 or Among Us HD, Hollow Rider Axie
That's
Edition?
Wait until the new map comes out. Watch how fast that game gets revitalized.
No, here's the thing. It's still one of the top game streamer on Twitch. So I don't know what you're on about. I'm gonna be
Dude,
honest.
No, it's not.
the number of people playing on Steam has dropped like 90-something% since its peak.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. In terms of people stream it, it's still the most popular game to stream right now.
But you wanna know why people stop playing it? They don't have friends.
I mean, I'm your friend. I
I
touch
mean,
your butt every
I'll
once in a while.
bet it gets along to the. It's a lot more fun to watch than you cocksuckers. But
Yeah, digital.
it's a lot more fun to
Well,
watch
I-
than it is to play.
I disagree. I think it's more fun to play than to watch.
Well,
But
you
the
might
thing
disagree,
I like
but the
playing
numbers don't.
games. No, I step out my statement. It's because people don't have people to play with.
It's hard
Well,
out there
wait,
for us
but
Among Us
if-
pro players.
Then how did they have people to play with when it peaked?
Random lobbies, but they don't have like voice chat. So it makes the random lobbies hard because you guys then type everything.
But all that was true when it peaked. So what changed?
What changed? People realize that that's a bad way to play it.
Yeah, I think the novelty wore off.
Do you know how many novelty games there still are that to get players?
Apparently not Among Us.
I mean,
Fortnite.
I mean, here's the thing though.
Sure.
Like when it comes to
PUBG.
streams, when it comes to streaming games, the thing about streaming games is like sometimes a game is not that like have a good player base. Like let's say like 50,000 players, but it has like a million people streaming it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the thing is like some games just do better streaming than like actual player numbers.
Sure,
Like
absolutely.
Kind of Rust.
I like how XP joined, listened to Blue say he wants to fuck me and left. I just realized that happened. XP's not here anymore. But I think if they add like whenever they add proximity chat, because they keep saying they want to, it'll be a lot better.
yeah, I mean the proximity chat will definitely make it better.
I mean, isn't that PUBG too? Isn't PUBG like the number of people playing PUBG has dropped quite dramatically, but it's still it's not where it was streaming, but it's still a popular game to stream.
Is
The
it?
thing is, I'm not sure because I haven't heard anything about PUBG in like ever since its peak ended. Basically, with Fortnite,
It's
just
still
annihilated
always up there on one of the more popular games for Twitch and stuff, though, right?
No. I went through it and it wasn't in the top 10.
Hmm.
But that was a while ago. The most popular streaming games change fairly
And
often.
I'd say the same thing about Fortnite, but Epic doesn't publish their numbers, so.
Facts.
No, here's what I'll say about Fortnite, because Fortnite I think is normalizing. Like it's finally normalizing. Like I think Fortnite's gonna be one of those games that's just gonna be there, like how Minecraft is just there no matter what.
Yeah.
Well,
Nah,
stop.
those
Mine
games
don't,
always die.
don't
Always.
Compare,
Minecraft.
don't compare
I don't know about that.
Minecraft to. Don't
Like,
compare Minecraft to
What's
Fortnite.
I mean, I would compare it to because it's accurate. Because remember, Minecraft was was like the game that defined a whole bunch of people at a young age, including me. Fortnite's doing the exact same thing right now. Like, why wouldn't I compare it to Minecraft as an example?
Because Minecraft's good.
Well, that's the thing.
I mean, here's the thing,
Minecraft is
I
an
feel the
entirely
same
different
thing.
kind of game because, like, people the kind of people that are really into Minecraft are always going to be really into Minecraft.
Really?
And you don't need anybody else to play with you or anything like that. You know, it's one of those you can
Yeah,
waste a ton of time just playing it by yourself, doing your own little.
And you can't really do everything in Minecraft because let's say you do, either there's a patch coming out in the next few months, or you can go download a mod. It's one of those types of games where there's always something to do.
I would definitely agree. Minecraft is like a lot more power because it's a sandbox game versus Fortnite, which is the BR. But maybe I could be wrong and it just dies tomorrow, and that's just how it is.
Yeah, here we go. PUBG has 80,000 viewers on Twitch. Apex Legends has
JC,
50.
what does Among Us have right now?
I mean, Among Us. I don't know because I remember back in the day when Trouble in Terrorist Town was like the number one thing everyone was playing, but then it died. But that's like how Among Us is. So Among Us is just Trouble in Terrorist Town.
Trouble in Terrorist Town still has a lot of players.
No, I'm not saying it doesn't have a lot of players.
Minecraft is 48,000.
I'm talking about like stream-wise and popularity because I remember Trouble in Terrorist Town like for a decent amount of time was like the number one thing people were doing on streaming and just like what people talked about. And then it normalized, and just people who wanted to play would always play it. You see how it is? Like that's what I'm saying. What's gonna happen to Fortnite? It's just gonna normalize. It's not gonna die. Like I don't see Fortnite dying.
It eventually will. Everything, dude. Look at Counter Strike, bro. Counter Strike Source held on for like fucking 15 years, but even eventually it stopped being played.
That's also because Go exists. Because I'd say Valve didn't move to Go. Counter Strike Source probably still would be.
No, even before Go, Source was still. I mean, it wasn't dead, and it wasn't dead, but it wasn't it wasn't even close to where it was. Like, people eventually move on. It doesn't matter how good of a game it is.
That's true, but also that's not about like moving on though. Like it depends like the vacuum to replace a player that you lost. Like that's the whole thing. That's what Minecraft does. Where like
Among Us
who move on from Minecraft, the people who move on from Minecraft eventually just get replaced by other people who are new to the adventure. You get what I'm saying? Like that's
Among
how
Us is at just under 20,000, so doesn't even have a quarter of the viewers that PUBG has.
It depends who's streaming it too, because whenever like I don't like this person, but whenever like let's say Pokimane streams it, or even like one of my favorite streamers, Critical, like streams it, it gets big numbers. So it all depends like who's streaming at the time too. Because that's what because usually if those big streamers like Pokimane stop like streaming Among Us, then it would die eventually. But they're also like that's what happened to Russ because Russ was dead for a long time, but then Russ got revitalized because streamers are playing it again. Like you see what I mean? It all depends about streamers when it comes to popularity. So as long as some like Among Us has like people like Pokimane playing it, it's still gonna be relatively popular on streaming. Maybe not in game, but on streaming. But if let's say those streamers disappear, then the game just dies completely. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like it'll live forever, but I don't see Among Us like dying. I see it normalizing the same way Fortnite normalized, where it stopped as peak and it's normalized into like the industry, like how Minecraft did years and years ago.
I don't know. It's already lost a shitload of both its players and its viewer base.
I mean, true, but also if we're talking about players number, Fortnite is still like one of the most played games out there. That's the thing. and obviously player numbers aren't the exact good measures of quality of a game.
No, of course
But-
not. But it is a measure of popularity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's why
Warzone has 75,000 views. Yeah, yeah. Among Us is
Warzone has a huge
fucking.
player base.
Warzone is below PUBG. Or excuse me, Among Us is below PUBG, Apex, Minecraft. It's just above CS:GO.
Like we're looking at these streams at certain times of the day too, because it all depends. Because when the big streamers are not on, these games have a lower viewership than normal too. There's also that factor as well.
Yeah. Looking at streams is kind of weird because you gotta take into account who's streaming at the moment.
I wish Twitch doesn't have like average, like Steam. Oh fuck, what's that website?
You know what Steam charts?
Steam charts. Yeah, they don't have like an average. Each game as an average over time or anything like that, do they?
I don't think so because most. That's why I like Steam, but also because I personally whether, but most like streaming services or services in general don't reveal the numbers like Steam does. So that's why it's easier to see if something's dying, like on Steam, because they actually show the full numbers and everything. So like with Twitch, we don't know. So like it's just like a wait and see thing. I think it's just gonna normalize, but I could be full of shit and it just dies, and I won't really care either way.
Yeah, I think it's already dying, and I think it's gonna continue to die. But that's just me. Steam charts. Thank you, JC.
Didn't I say that earlier? No, it doesn't matter.
That seems something. I can't remember if it was Steam charts or.
I said
something
Steam
else.
charts, but no, I don't care. I'm not that mad about it. But actually, hold up. Like, all joking aside, should we actually get to a topic? I know we were talking about fucking, but like, I think we should actually talk about something normal, just for a little bit, if that helps.
I mean, we could.
I mean, because here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm all out of fucking energy. Go get. So I'd rather talk about something normal.
That's fair.
Go gets always out of energy, so I mean.
My horny,
You're
like,
not wrong.
like in Persona, you have your SP bar. That was my horny energy, and I blew it all. So that's just how it is. So let's talk about something normal.
So you guys remember last week we talked about it. The voice actress, her name is Jeanette Mouse or Moss.
Yeah. Moss,
for
yeah.
the one for the Resident Evil, one of the sisters in the vampire trio or whatever the fuck, had died. Well, in continuing the gamers are totally toxic and evil, Resident Evil fans have banded together, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, and raised money for her family following that news.
That's because the gaming community is totally based, and also is great.
So yeah, totally evil, toxic gamers.
Just the scum of the earth.
Right? Anyways.
Y'all a bunch of fucking monsters.
Right? Just some good wholesome energy. But yeah, I just love it. Gamergate is evil and the cause of all the world's ills, and gamers are all toxic, murderers in training.
No,
and...
like the worst thing is like when it comes to that shit, P, is like people still bring up Gamergate years later.
Oh, dude,
and it's like, man, just let the hashtag die in peace. Jesus Christ, guys.
It's the cause of all the world's ills, apparently. Like, yeah, there is nothing that Gamergate hasn't done evil in this world, apparently. But yeah, meanwhile, gamers are just being awesome. And yeah, because it was the Ghost of Tsushima shrine, or excuse me, the shrine that was in Ghost of Tsushima that was damaged by a tsunami. That gamers raised like, fuck, I can't even remember, it was like $100 and something thousand to repair.
Yeah.
Fucking
I remember
just
that.
amazing, cool shit.
Gamergate 2, also known as a waste of time.
We don't even need a Gamergate 2. That's how fucking amazing we are.
Well, wasn't Gamergate about journalists though?
Yes.
Yeah,
I guess
basically.
now with all the new indie game journalists coming up, it's not really as important.
I mean, it was kind of about a lot of things.
It was collusion in the gaming industry.
Yeah, and you know,
That's how it started, and it turned out to be a lot more than that after they
well,
dug into
you
it.
know, a lot of people, it was about SJW influence in their games, but the thing that they could point at was the collusion and other nastiness happening with like Miss Five Guys.
I mean, that's just, like that's what it evolved
She who
into.
shall
But
not be
also
named.
in the end, I mean, the one thing I'll say though, in the end, Gamergate was never wrong. I'm just gonna be honest about it. Like people bring it up and all that shit all the time now, but like, Gamergate was never wrong about the corruption or these crazy people that still bring it up on Twitter.
I mean, yeah, they were not wrong. But oh, Christ.
What's the next topic on the matter?
We're up here. Oh, Valve lost its patent suit to. Game's over anyway. Let's see. Who was suing them? Scuff Gaming won $4 million in their patent infringement lawsuit against Valve for the Valve's Steam controller.
Why are they suing over the Steam controller?
For the elongated back paddles.
Huh?
Yes. Let's sue this company over a dead controller.
Right? That how many people bought?
I mean, not gonna lie, it seems sort of petty. So,
The reason
yeah.
people bought it was because it was never going to be made again. So
Yeah, it was down to like $1 or something.
yeah, I bought it, and I still haven't fucking received mine, dude. Fucking assholes. It was $5. It was on sale. Each household could have one.
Oh man, yeah.
That's how it is.
They cited the Valve's grip buttons as a copy of their design and sued them. They were asking for 11 million, but they were awarded 4 million. But yeah, it seems kind of petty and silly, and I don't like a lot of copyright or patent and copyright stuff actually. But I don't know. It is what it is. Like, okay.
I mean, here's the thing. Copyright law needs to exist, but obviously it gets used because here's the thing. Fair use
Jason.
only seems to exist in America, but even then I don't think fair
Questions.
use even is a thing anymore.
The question?
Nah, JC came by my stream and he said questions, so.
Questions. Never mind.
There we go. Oh, and then in other copyright / patent news, Activision's getting sued by Clayton Hagen for copyright infringement on what was the, I think Spark, you knew what the character. What was it?
Marasov, the first
yeah,
the first Battle Pass characters.
Right, the chick.
Yeah.
Yes. So Clayton Haugen has sued Activision Publishing Inc. and Activision Blizzard Inc. and Major League Gaming Corp. over them stealing his character, Cade Janus, or Janus, saying that Mara is a copy of their character. And that's the second one of those, because we just talked about this like last week or something like that. It was another, can't remember, was it Apex, right? The new character in Apex. Somebody was claiming that that character was a rip-off of whatever character they had invented. So this kind of stuff's just kind of going all around, apparently.
Interesting.
Real quick, when it comes to that, like they're trying to copyright Mars off of Destiny because it's copy of their character and quote. But like, how do you prove that? Even if you do prove that, like, what do you do? Like, what's the court gonna be like?
Fuck, I forgot the last name of that character from Modern Warfare.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
not
heard that's in
Destiny.
Mars,
No, yeah.
I thought the last name was Sov, but no.
That's why I kept saying
is
Mara,
Mara.
because I didn't think it was, I don't think they had last names, but yeah, whichever. It was the chick in the first battle pass.
Yeah.
I mean,
but
the thing is, like, how do you, like, even with it comes like proving that shit, like, how are you gonna deal with this in court? Like, oh, this character's identical to mine. Like, how is that gonna work? Like, what? You just get rid of the Activision's character because
you
whatever.
do it in court, and if the court
The thing I bought, JC. What do you mean?
if the court
You mean this game?
agrees with you that they ripped off your character, then that's proving it.
I just don't know how, like, I don't know, man. I don't. Shit, my bad. I don't understand like all this law shit. So.
Well, that's very
Well, you are a dumb
What's new?
Canadian,
You're not understanding something.
but
No, like, here's the thing. Like, all this shit, it's like, oh, if it's proven, but like, how do you copyright a likeness or a character?
you copyright the character. I mean, it's
yeah.
I mean, I guess, but let's say if I got that person, like, I got their likeness, but I had them have orange hair instead of red hair. Are they the same person? Not get copyright or no?
that's the question for the courts.
I can actually tell you. If nothing else is added and it's just a hair change, this has happened before. You can get sued for it, and the court will rule in the favor of the other person, depending on a lot of stuff. But you can get sued for it.
Yeah, something like just a hair change will be pretty easy to prove, quote unquote, in court. But again, I think those trials are jury trials, but obviously the more different a character is, the easier it'll be or the harder it'll be to prove copyright infringement. But that is one of the more difficult aspects of copyright. But I don't know, like, that's it kind of irritates me, copyright in general. It's like, yeah, how do you copyright a person? Like, obviously, like, a whole look, like a character as a whole, but it's like,
Not the best topic.
well, it's like, again, the character as a whole, right? Okay, but obviously none of the parts of that character, like, take any, what's a good example? Reaper, right? That's a fine example. Playing him, you've got that entire look, and that's what you've copyrighted that. But it's like, it's not like you created the idea of a skull mask or a hooded trench coat like thing.
Unless there's undeniable evidence that you took that character.
Well, but again, it's like you didn't invent any of the pieces that make up Reaper. So if somebody makes a similar character, who are you to say that character was even yours in the first place? Like, how and how similar does it have to be? And
I can also answer that, kinda. It'd be on the person suing to prove that copyright infringement was, their goal.
Oh no, they don't have to prove that. It doesn't have to be intentional.
Well,
Like, how hard that would be to prove intent on copyright?
Yeah, that'd be impossible. But
Well,
not only does
like-
it not have to be intentional, like, it doesn't even have to be, like, you don't even have to prove that the person knew of your particular character. And that's where it gets into the weeds for me. It's like, you could come up with something totally on your own, but then it just so happens to be similar enough to some other character that was, invented 5, 10, 20 years ago that you didn't even know of, and you can get sued for copyright because of it. But I don't know.
I don't know anything about. The only thing I know about copyright law is what's considered fair use. I don't know how the lawsuits for this stuff work. But
Oh, that is not where I
typically
wanted to go.
it's not like okay. I'm gonna use an example I've seen. Now, the Legend of Zelda is the reference of other characters. Like, whenever you think about some characters, it's the Legend, it's Link, because they have similar stories. However, that does not mean it's copyright infringement. It's just inspired by that character. There's a difference between inspiration and infringement. I don't know what that difference is, legally speaking, but there is a difference.
But still, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. It's one of the reasons I don't like a lot of copyright law and application. But what are you gonna do?
I mean, I don't know. Sometimes just copyright law is just complicated.
It can get complicated, yes, sir. But again, what are you gonna do?
What's the next big thing?
Uh,
I don't know.
AMD is penalizing stores that are selling Ryzen 6000 GPUs and Ryzen 5000 CPUs at high prices.
Good.
Yes.
Based AMD.
Based AMD. Screw scalpers. Fuck them. What's the after detecting that many official distributors have been raising the prices for their products, they have removed the external links for these stores.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, they like straight up yeeted their fucking links, dude. I was like, yo, let's go.
Right?
I was really happy when I saw that. I was like, yo, like I'm go AMD, dude, because Nvidia ain't doing shit. Last time I checked,
Nope.
they're just like, oh, you guys are scalping. Oh, okay.
Ah.
I really don't give Nvidia like a lot of credit because like they overall have been like exposed for the shit they've done. And fair enough, AMD's done some shit too. But like still though, like holy Christ. How can you have that much of the market share and still treat your customers like shit like that? Come on.
Because they have that much of the market share.
I know. Well, that was my point. Yeah.
It's why I don't like Intel. It's why I don't like AMD.
Intel graphics cards, though.
Intel's new
out?
graphics card came out. Well, like not out, but the testers had their hands on it.
Didn't it perform pretty shit?
It did, yeah, and it's not even. Yeah, Bonanza, that's part of it. So, I mean, depends on what the end price for the user. No, that's scalpers. But like the reason scalpers are able to do that, one reason is because of the semiconductor shortage. Another reason is another reason prices are increasing for everything, by the way, is the new tariffs on China. So there's a lot of of reasons for things right now. But yeah, do I have that? I know I pulled the story. I don't think I pulled it up on my browser though. But yeah, it's in Discord. That's where it is. Yeah, that too. The dollar's going to lose a lot of value due to the whole lot of it that's been the 60% of all U.S. money has been quote unquote printed because it's not exactly printed anymore, but has been printed in the last year in 2020. So that's the value of the dollar is about to plummet. So yeah, the Intel GG1 GPU, it it failed doing benchmarks.
Ooh, well, it's a new technology for them, so I don't really hold them to such a high standard considering they had to use both AMD and Nvidia to fucking for their add-on GPUs for their CPUs. So like I don't really blame them for that. Like they're learning that shit. So I had a feeling their first shit was gonna flop anyways.
Well,
To
and
be honest,
there's some weird shit going on. One thing is this is German publication Igor's Lab has gotten the world exclusive look at Intel's new GG1 graphics card, and they got it by getting a pre-built system because the graphics cards are exclusively available to system integrators and OEMs. You cannot buy one just as a regular consumer. And Intel's put up barriers. And what is the compatibility? They're not compatible with AMD systems. They're not compatible with older systems. They only work with 9th and 10th gen core processors powered by their B460, H410, B365, and H310 chipsets. So there's already some funkiness going on with that. So you can't just pull one of the cards and throw it in your system and have it work. The reason it won't work is because the cards do not have the chip, the EPROM chip that holds the firmware that any other graphics card would have, and don't have the internal circuitry wired in that most graphics card have, so that the system can access the firmware. So the chips are on the quad GPU X310 cards for data centers, but they're not in the smaller ones that would be used on consumer systems. So the firmware has to be stored on the motherboard, and so anything that doesn't, all AMD systems or any of the non-9th or 10th gens that don't run on those specific chipsets won't have the firmware installed, which means they won't run on any system that doesn't have that setup, which is kind of weird. I don't know what they're going for with this card. Like I guess that it'll just be an OEM only card, or
It'll be an exclusive card, but it won't justify performance.
well, yeah. It can't be performing all that great anyway. Oh, you fucksuckers. Yeah. I guess, and so Intel can make some deals with some OEMs and system builder
like Dell and HP.
Yeah, and just sell so they don't have to be bundled with either an NVIDIA or AMD graphics card, and they have something that's, I'm gonna assume it's gonna be a little better than their integrated graphics chips because those are pretty fucking terrible.
Only slightly better.
But yeah, that's how much better. Like we can't, like I said, we can't even really get benchmarks because the graphics cards don't work with the benchmark programs.
Yeah.
So we don't even have any numbers to compare it with anything right now.
No, Pete, that just means they're so good they destroy the benchmarks.
That they destroyed the
What do you mean, bro?
they completely BTFO'd the benchmarks.
Yeah, that means.
Yeah, I don't know. So who knows what's going on with that? I guess we'll have to wait until somebody gets their hands on a full system and the benchmark programs are recoded to allow the new cards to work. Maybe, I don't know if that's even a possibility because of how weird they're doing this these chips. So, but yeah,
I was gonna say, I thought it was just gonna be. I thought they all it operated off the basic shit like OpenGL and.
I
all
thought
that
so
stuff.
too, but and that's it might not be quite that. It might be something else that's being a problem. Like I don't know what the specific issue is with the benchmarks not working. It might just be
okay.
a question of like software compatibility, right? And that happens, you know.
Yeah.
Not usually. Like the last time I remember it happening, the last time I remember something like this happening was when Nvidia was caught disabling certain features within the benchmarking software to raise their scores. But that does, I mean, just the fact that that's a possibility means that, you know, there are software issues that can come into play. So fair enough, they might be having some software issues and they might have some specific way of doing things. That means that because obviously the cards work because they're there.
Just not at full capacity then.
Yeah, or like I said, you know, it might just be something specific with the benchmark programs that they aren't reading some things right and therefore can't, you know, accurately assess or something like that.
Like, I mean, if it's one thing I'll give Intel is like, you know, if you don't get unlucky like myself and have two bad motherboards, the chipsets actually work like as intended. Like that's the thing. Like when they need to fix something, like they actually fix it. You know what I mean? Like they actually work on it, and it actually like, you know, they'll like what was it like when I had my 4770K before I found out my motherboard was a problem. I actually saw a lot of performance boosts when they would patch it. You know what I mean? Like they actually did a pretty damn good job. So like, I give them credit on that.
So you're saying the broken motherboard was intended? Okay. You know.
Yes, exactly. It was all part of my end game to make myself unhappy. Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean?
It's yes. You're like I said, you're playing like 5D chess with us. We'll figure this out.
Nah, it's just crazy shit to think about though. When you think about all the money you put into these things, you wouldn't think you would ever have to actually worry about a bad motherboard. But evidently I had to. So and then,
the
of
guys
course,
that
Go Get here has two as well. So
the guys that got a hold of it says that the performance should be on par with something like an NVIDIA 1030.
Ew.
Yeah.
Really?
Ew.
That's what they say. But again, like
That's nasty.
So benchmarks either crash the system or get stuck in an infinite loop. So yeah, that's got to be some sort of compatibility.
So
It might be a driver thing.
16 Ti or something like that.
No,
It's not even close to that.
Nah, not even close, bruh.
Oh, you lucky cunts.
That's crazy though.
Yeah. So
Until you suck.
well, and again, I never had any hopes for this from the get-go. I didn't think
maybe
Intel
years
was
later or
that's
more
the thing.
generations.
One,
but for
this
now,
is
it's
their
just-
first. This looks like an OEM only type of thing that's only going to be bundled in, you know, low end like Dell type systems. Two, this is the first attempt. So was never going to be anything special right out of it. I mean, whenever does a first attempt of, even a
Anything get
yeah,
be like pro, yeah.
even a first attempt of just a new architecture from Nvidia or AMD or any of those usually doesn't work out that well. So, that's no surprise. 3, it's Intel trying to step into a highly competitive market. I mean, AMD and Nvidia have been
Way too
going
late.
at each other for fucking decades now.
Decades.
So, maybe they'll get better. Maybe, they roll these out, and like I said, they're Dell only type stuff, and they work fine for the low end users, and then they use that to gain a little bit of experience in the market and learn what they need to do. Maybe in 5 years or something, we've got another player in the graphics card market that's somewhat competitive. I mean, they might choose not to go after the high end stuff. They might just stick. AMD's been going after the mid range and the lower end high end market for a long time now, and Intel might just try and step into the low to mid range market and say screw the top end stuff, because you don't need to go after that market.
Yeah, and also NVIDIA dominates that, so.
I mean,
Okay.
AMD's been getting on them lately.
Sure, but I mean, also the thing about the top end market is you don't really have to go with it. That's why no matter how cool RTX cards are or whatever, AMD's always going no matter what usually going to dominate mid to low tier.
Well, never say
Not saying
never.
that means not saying that doesn't mean they're bad. I'm saying affordable prices and all that stuff.
Well,
So,
I mean, that's what they've been going for. It
performance.
takes a lot of money to go after that top end market. I mean,
it's so
Nvidia
small,
loses money on their flagship stuff. I mean, that's
even my 3070, my 3070 is so in the minority of people buying it.
Yeah.
Most of the time, that's the thing.
Well, that's how
even,
all flagship and Halo products are. Usually, you lose money on them, and they are bought by a extremely tiny share of the user base. And a lot of the reason why companies will go after it is just because of the prestige. It's like, we have the best, case, graphics card, whatever it is, and they don't care that they don't really make any money off of it, or that it doesn't really make them any money or whatever. They want to be able to, they want to be able to say as a company that, oh yeah, we've got the best graphics cards, or we've got the best whatever it is. So it's profit on an individual item isn't always the goal of that particular item. There's other things to consider. But yeah, like I said, that'll be interesting. Oh, that sucked. But yeah, so good luck, Intel, I guess.
Good luck, Intel. You're gonna probably fucking die.
I mean, I think they might be able to do it one day. They'll probably try to compete with AMD more because just how it is. But I don't know. I think Intel trying to compete with Nvidia in the graphics card market is just not a good idea, especially where they're at. I don't know things. I'm just talking, to be honest.
Yeah, we know you don't know anything, Blue.
You're actually toxic, anyways.
I'm a gamer. What do you expect, man?
I'm just gaming.
You're nothing but toxic.
Listen, you don't play League of
According to
Legends,
the
so
internet.
you're. I mean, here's the thing. As a gamer, I feel like we should have the gamer cred. Also, you don't play League of Legends, so you're not that toxic.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
Also, the thing is, when it comes to League of Legends, I actually was gonna consider giving it a try, but then I realized how mad I get while I play Call of Duty. I think if I played League of Legends, someone would die. Like actually die. I gotta kill someone.
Why would you play League of Legends when Dota exists?
I don't know. I
Such
don't
a
know
better
anything
game.
anymore. I just do things. I live in my own brain with the simulation in check. As you know, we're all in the simulation with Elon in charge.
It's such a better game. Just saying.
I mean, I don't know anything about MOBAs. They all look the same to me. I know that offended like half the MOBA community. I'm just being honest.
You're being honest, and I get it. So
It's like an honest. Never mind. I'm out of energy. I can't even say that.
So THQ's parent company, the Embracer Group, has acquired Gearbox Software and Aspyr Media.
Damn. What the fuck?
Hmm.
So what games are in check? Then that means. I know that
Wow.
means Borderlands, but like,
Borderlands, yeah.
I mean, that's the
I
big
think is it
one.
because how Borderlands 3 is just not that like as successful compared to Borderlands 2?
Oh, I have no idea. Aspyr is best known for producing ports of popular IPs, such as Borderlands for the Mac, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic for the iPhone, and Jade Empire for Android. Uh, to the other one. Gearbox confirmed that Randy Pitchford will continue his current role as head of Gearbox Entertainment.
God, that would have been the upside if he was
I
fired.
know,
as
right? Get
fuck,
rid of
man.
Randy Pitchford.
Because Randy Pitchford is such a shit like executive. He's just so shit. Also, I kind of hate him as a person. But he's also just really shit and ruined Borderlands with that shitty ass sequel. I don't know. Are you all that invested into this new buyout, or?
I mean, I don't really care.
Who?
I mean, I don't know. I just
Who?
look at this as another big company buying out people in the industry, which is something I don't
And
know. If
apparently
I
they
like
own a
or not.
shitload. Like, what was the numbers on that? Racer Group, headquartered in Karlstad, Sweden, maintains an extensive catalog of more than 200 franchises, more than 5,500 employees around the world, 550 team members in Frisco, Texas, and Quebec City.
Quebec, eh?
Yep, eh? So apparently they've got a ton of both games and games, but game companies and IPs under their belt. So I don't know. Maybe Gearbox gets some more monies and Borderlands 4 isn't gonna suck.
I don't know about money. There's just a lot of game design choices they made in Borderlands 3 that I just don't think were good. Also, they need to get better writers because man, Borderlands 3's story is so shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I've said it over and over about Borderlands 3. I think they did a whole lot of stuff right, but they did a whole lot of stuff wrong. If they had kept the storytelling and characters and some other stuff of Borderlands 2, but introduced some of the weapon stuff that they did in Borderlands 3 and a few other things like that, I thought it would have been amazing. But yeah, they kind of they took a few
Also,
steps forward and they took a whole bunch of steps back. So
I don't know why they changed the skill tree system. 2 had such a good system. I don't know why they've changed it to
I don't
something
know.
that's I don't like.
I didn't mind the skill tree system. It was fine. Like they added some cool stuff, like being able to change or like pick some things that changed how your skills work. Like that was fine.
I mean, I can see that, like, some people liking it, but I really wasn't a fan of that. Also, I just don't think a lot of the characters were that interesting compared
Yeah,
to
that
2,
was,
where you
like-
had Gunzerker, like, Commander or Commando guy was the worst one in Borderlands 2, but even then I would consider more interesting if, like, how many upgrades you can do in mods to turret you can do versus all the other ones.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I really
Like,
well
even
the thing
Jane, I feel limited.
they changed all of the characters in both of the Borderlands, like because Borderlands 2 did not have any of the same characters that Borderlands 1 had, right?
Yeah, and Borderlands, I think, 2 improved a lot of the characters, because a lot of the characters from Borderlands 1 were not that good, and skills were kind of
But they
shit,
were
and
all
2, they made
different,
it better.
right? It's not like Zero or
It was Mordecai in 1.
yeah, okay. So
The first one was Mordecai, Lilith, Ronald, and I forget the brawler's name.
right, but so they
Brick.
were all different. And that was the thing. So if they're
Yep.
following the same theme, then you couldn't have any of the same characters in 3 that you had in 2, which is unfortunate because I really loved Zero, and there, you know, the Gunzerker guy was cool, but so how do you? I mean, they kind of it's how do you keep the same characters while also changing them and. Yeah, it's. I mean, I'm with Blue. I really didn't like the characters that they introduced.
Because interesting, I've played a lot of them to see them at their max skill tree potential. A lot of them just don't seem that interesting, even though they're like, oh, one turned into a mech and all that stuff, and one it has like a 4-armed siren attack. All of that seems kind of cool on the surface, but when it comes to actual gameplay, it's not that interesting. Like, it doesn't really change up my playstyle. Versus, like, Gage's Anarchy stacks or Krieg's melee ability you can do that was actually busted. But, like, it was just fun because it changed the game up entirely. Same thing with, I forgot the Gunzerker's name. Like, Salvador's dual-wielding build where you can really just make it have its own playstyle of infinity with that shit. And, like, you have Maya where you can do healing or just, like, a solo slag build. Like, there's a bunch of shit that, like, was really complex about Borderlands 2 that seems simple on the surface. And it feels like they really dumbed that down in 3. Which is why I wasn't that big into it.
Yeah, I mean, who's the soldiery like guy?
Zane. I think Zane. I'm a Zane from 3
Zane.
or...
Yeah, he was all right. Like, I have fun with him, but he is kind of bland.
Also, as a character, he's kind of bland. Like, his personality's so dry. He's British,
I
too.
don't know,
You think
he's
he'd have
funny.
personality, but...
Like, he's funny. I was fine with him as a character, but yeah, I don't know.
Also, legendaries were so easy to get in Borderlands 3, and legendaries were not interesting like how they were in 2. Like the Unkept Herald or the Northfleet. A lot of the legendaries seemed so bland to me that I just didn't care about them in 3. I'm like, oh, these weapons, oh, cool. Oh, and also, I got like all the shit I wanted instantly quick because they upped the drop rate to the point where I got all the stuff of all the right modifications I was looking for on my gun with like ease. No farming or even like just grinding to get the perfect roll because they kind of just changed the whole system. And I'm just not a fan of that. Even though there's quote unquote more, but a lot of it just feels so samey and the same. It's just, man, I don't care about this shit, dude.
Yeah, like I said, you know, they improved a lot of stuff, but they fucked up in a lot of other ways, and it just kind of, for me, it just kind of meh.
Also, it's just me, but I don't like how like a lot of the guns look in Borderlands.
Yeah, I was kind of
compared
pissed
to
about
2.
that too.
The
Like,
guns
way
look
too many
so just
revolvers
dumb.
with gaudy fucking scopes and shit like that, and the crank rifles, and yeah,
Crank rifles are so unnecessary. Like I know it's supposed to be Borderlands and gimmicky, but crank rifles were just dumb as an idea and should never exist in any game.
and that's one of the things. Like, they could have totally improved on Borderlands to where they could have given you ways to customize the way your gun looks. So for those people who want to like have cool looking guns and don't just care about the stats, you could fucking, you know, mess with the way your gun looks and get a cool looking gun when you get a gun that you like its stats. and because that was one of my big irritations with Borderlands 2. Was you find a gun with stats you like, but it looks totally wonky, or you get a gun that you like the looks, but the stats are totally garbage, and it's like, yeah, you guys totally could have fixed that. Like, just figure out a way. It can't be that fucking hard to, you know, I don't know, do a.
Change it to
Well,
fix
you
it.
do,
Like, they could
there's a
have
bunch
done
of ways.
transmog
There's,
with, like,
yeah, there's a
different
bunch of
stats.
ways you could do it. You have it like they did the outfit system in
I mean, here's the thing.
WildStar or something, where if you get a skin that you like, you can save that skin and apply it to a different gun, or yeah, there's a ton of ways you could do something like that.
One of the games that have done transmogging for years and really good was Diablo at 3. I haven't played 2, so I'm just using 3 as an example. In Diablo 3, I was able to keep the same look, a character that I wanted, but always be able to change my gear and stats without changing my look I wanted, which is
They
what I really
definitely
liked.
didn't
and I
have
wish more
that
games would
in-
copy that.
No, they definitely didn't have that in 2. But plenty of games have started to do that, and especially like MMOs have started to do it too, which like I totally approve, because it's the
Because
age-old.
when it comes to armor, like guns, maybe it's a bit more complicated when it comes to transmog. But when it comes to armor, all armor is in MMOs and all these type of games, they're just stats on a chart. So the looks are completely changeable.
Yeah, but guns it could work too. Like we were talking about that with Destiny.
Like only revolver, like I think for like guns and like Borderlands as an example, you can only change transmog like a different Jacob's look onto like a Jacob's weapon.
Or
Because-
in that specific type weapon too. Sure, you could make any, you could collect a whole bunch of Jacob's skins, and then you can make any Jacob's revolver look like the Jacob's revolver that you want it to look like. Fair enough. Like, why not? It's not like the looks have anything to do with the stats.
And you can do the same thing with like any other weapon type.
Yeah,
Like with that weapon
any
type.
Jacob
That's-
sniper
like, that's
rifle, any Vladoff.
that was the whole point of these
SMG.
manufacturers. Like these manufacturers have unique weapons to them.
Oh.
But it's like you can't really choose what you want, and it's kind of a tragedy, to be honest.
Yeah, and like I said, a few steps forward, a whole bunch of steps back, and it was unfortunate. But maybe.
And that's why, like, I don't know. It's just I'm not big into Borderlands 3, and that's why I don't see myself ever returning for that Borderlands experience like that. I'd rather go back and play 2 or even.
Yeah,
three
but would you try 4 though?
Maybe if it like they really thought about it, because I think also they did another thing. The new endgame system in 3, I fucking hate it versus like the other system. I forgot what it was exactly what it was called in 2. But in 2, they had a perfect endgame system where you're able to once you prestige, you have to grind for new gear. So it always kept you in, but you can always just like improve it and like get max. In Borderlands 3, you don't have to do any of that half the time because the endgame system is dog shit.
It's not true Vault Hunter mode.
Yeah, True
And also, True Vault Hunter mode is not even relevant. That's another thing. In Borderlands 3, True Vault Hunter mode is not even relevant.
I mean,
It's all about
I mean,
mayhem.
dude, I don't know what you're talking about.
In Borderlands 3, I'm saying there is True Vault Hunter mode, but it's not even relevant. Versus 2, where you had to do it to get into endgame.
Oh, fuck off, Hanzo. Yeah.
Yeah, all this talk makes me want to play Borderlands 2 again. Fuck.
Well,
need to-
Borderlands 2 is a great game. So
I need to
there's
fucking
that.
finish 3, damn it. Although I do
need
have
to
the space.
finish-
You don't honestly, you don't have to because the game is so shit.
No, I
would
want
rather,
to.
like,
I'm
store-
so tired of not finishing games. I need to. But I do have the space now. I got another 1 terabyte M.2 drive. So I have space for many more games.
That you won't finish.
Imagine
that I won't
being
finish.
poor and not being able to afford shit, and this motherfucker goes out and buys an M.2 after like I tell
Well, I
him,
got
hey,
my-
you should get this game, bro. It's like $9. No,
I
man,
got my
I can't
Christmas
afford
and
it.
birthday money, yo. So I had to. Fuck! I had to buy a new power supply, which really fucking pissed me off.
Yeah,
To
that
be fair,
sucks, bro.
A 1 terabyte M.2 SSD is just another COD drive. So
Well, not if I'm not putting COD on it. That's the thing. If it's all games
So he
like
said.
Borderlands 2 and shit. I already have
Well, that's
COD
just-
on my other 1 terabyte M.2, so,
Borderlands 2 is not even like that much space though. Like that's one of the games that's like Borderlands 2 is not even that many gigs versus Borderlands 3 or games nowadays where they're like 100 billion gigs. And you're like, how?
Speaking of dick punches, man, yeah, this was not a good fucking month for me, because not only did I have to drop $300 on a new goddamn power supply, but then the battery in my phone swelled up.
What?
Like, the
Yep.
fuck?
Yep.
Yeah, what happened?
I was noticing getting really terrible battery. Like, it'd been coming for a few months now where my battery life was getting worse and worse. Like, I'd play a really simple game for like a half an hour or something, and I'd be down to like fucking 65% battery life. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I searched around, and somebody else was like, oh yeah, that happened to me. And then I noticed my battery was swelled up, and I was like, huh. And I checked, and yeah, the whole back of my fucking phone was bubbled over from the battery. So my battery totally failed, and I had to get a new one of those. That was a fucking $100 on eBay.
Yikes! Yo.
And that was a pain in the ass too, because like most new phones these days, they don't just have a panel that you can take off to replace the battery. No, sir, that would be too easy. I had to fucking cut the glue off the back and take that off, and then undo 20-something screws and take out all these parts.
That's why I like my phone. It has a panel.
Yeah, well, I like my phone. It's an amazing phone. The Razr 2 phone. Fucking got great performance, and I got it for super cheap. But they definitely don't make replacing the battery easy, that's for sure. But yeah, so
Because
that
then we
was
buy a new one.
no. I'd rather not spend several $100s on a new phone.
Nah.
Especially when the Razr 2 phone is still one of the most powerful phones you can get your hands on. But yeah, so that was a good chunk of change from my upgrade my PC fund. But yeah. So no 6900 XT Liquid Edition for me.
Not yet, anyways.
Well, yeah, I don't know when I'll be able to get it. That's a ways off now. I'll be lucky if I have enough. Well, whenever scalpers stop getting their hands on them, but I'll be lucky if I'll be able to get like a 5900 and a new motherboard. So
I picked a good time to start trying to get into PC gaming.
Yeah, you really did, bro.
Absolutely.
Fucking like used 580s are going for like $300 and something.
Huh? I have a 580.
Yeah, you could sell it for
Actually,
I was making a joke because all the high-end stuff is being scalped.
Oh, not just the high end, bro. All like I said, you could sell a used 580 on eBay right now for like $250, $300.
I mean, I'm probably gonna. I'm gonna be honest.
forgot
I might
how
end
much
up
I
just
spent for my 580.
If scalpers are really selling that much, and I'm thinking maybe I can sell my 1080 for a really good
You
price.
could, yeah, you could get quite a lot of money for a used 1080 right now. Quite a lot of money.
Here's the thing: all to do is just fix the shroud on it, and I can do that.
You don't even have to do that, I'll bet you. But I mean, that you could sell it for full price if you did that. But
I could probably sell it for, because usually in Canada the base price is 800, but I can probably just sell it for 600 and just say like, oh, there's no shroud, because just have like a story on there, and someone will probably buy it.
Yeah, they definitely
most
would.
people who are gonna do that will replace it or just don't give 1 ounce of a fuck. Because like, does it work? And I'm like, yeah, and they're like, yeah, you know, that works for me.
Yeah, somebody would definitely buy it with the intent of, I mean, because like I said, with used 580s going for over 200, I can't remember what the 10s, like a 1080 was going for, but it was a lot. Because what were they selling? The 3080s and 3070s are going for way over a G. If you had a working, like completely legit 1080, you could probably get close to $1,000 for it. So even one that's in a little beat up condition, you could probably get $700 for it.
600. I'd probably sell it for 700 or 600. If I can get like that much money, especially right now, pretty easily, you know what? I might just do it. Fuck it. Or even my whole build, my whole old build. I could probably sell that shit off too for a pretty decent price.
Well, I mean, that's because that's one of the funny things actually is right now one of the easiest way to get a legit graphics card at a decent price is to buy a pre-built system.
And just take it out.
No, well, yeah, because the scalpers don't buy those because it's not worth the, you're paying too much for the system. You're not going to be making any by scalp. Well, you might make some, but you're not going to make nearly enough to justify it by selling off the graphics card. So selling it in a system, you won't make nearly as much. Although, probably still make decent money on it. The other thing too is shipping. Shipping a full system is a lot harder than just shipping like a graphics card or a CPU.
What I'm hearing is I should just buy a P.
Yeah, the money
What?
for it. Fuck it.
It's strange that pre-builds are the better option now.
Yeah.
For right now, yeah. It was
Yeah.
like remember back when the mining craze was huge? Pre-builds were the best option at that time too.
Yeah. It's the same thing. I mean, what are you gonna do? Fucking scalpers.
Kill scalpers.
A lot of people that I've seen buy from scalpers can't because they need the the high end to continue doing their job, like streamers would do it,
or a content creator or
yeah.
something like that.
I mean, I have a content creator build, so.
Yeah, I need
Oh,
a
that's
content
easy.
creator.
I mean,
content creator.
I mean, that's the thing. I realized this over time. I overspent. Man, PC game was a mistake for me. I overspent on this hobby hard.
Overwatch is a mistake for you.
No, PC gaming is. I mean, Overwatch definitely is a mistake because I don't like that game anymore. But PC gaming, dude, I spent so much. Like I actually did a thing where I tallied up all the money I spent on my computer and on this computer and plus all my peripherals and including monitors. And I'm not even kidding. Not even including my old build. How much I've spent on PC gaming is close to like $7,000 to $8,000.
Yeah, but what else would you have spent that money on?
That's true. Because I also made terrible choices when it came to monitors. So there
You
is that
made
as
some
well.
fucking abominable mistakes when you came to buying your monitors, dude.
I tried
Even
to
after I was
warn
like,
your
dude, you
ass,
shouldn't
too.
probably do that because it costs too much
Yeah,
for what that
don't
monitor
buy
does.
4K. Don't buy a ultra wide.
I mean, I guess my ultra wide makes a good looking monitor. It just chills on my right side now, just doing stuff. Not really doing stuff actually.
But
Then,
you,
lol.
yeah, rent. Why would you? Why would you spend that on rent? Rent, you don't even get anything out of it. At least with a computer, he's got the computer parts.
I'm not paying rent at the moment, so that's good.
But even if you are, what? You get a slightly nicer place instead of a computer. I'd rather have a computer. You can actually
Yeah.
do things on a computer.
And
you
also,
can sell a computer once you're done with it.
I mean, because my processor cost me $500, and that was just on sale too. Because a non-sale, it would cost like $700. My processor.
But
So yeah, I bought nice and meaty build.
All I'm learning
But-
is if I give Blue money, he'll spend on PC parts.
I mean, depends. I mean, I actually did spend a little bit on a gacha game, but I got something out of it, so it's
a
fine.
little.
I only spent like $140 on Genshin. I got Diluc and Best Girl.
Oh my god, what? How much did you spend on a gacha game?
I mean,
Like,
Genshin
he's
was
talking
like
about one
$140.
specific gacha game. Yeah, yeah. He's not mentioning the other one.
We don't need to talk about FGO. Like at
How
all.
much did you spend on it?
We're not talking about Fate Go, are we? Like the Fate
Yeah,
Go? Like the
conveniently not mentioning
legendary
that
Fate
one.
Go?
All right, bro. Bring it up all you want. Bring it up
How
all you
much
want.
did
I
you
have no
spend?
regrets. Fate Go, alright? I've already told. How many times do I have to say this number, dude? Probably above 3,000.
Oof.
if I had to like roughly estimate it. But I'd have to go counting receipts to my PayPal, and God, I'm not doing that.
Blue makes the worst decisions with money I've ever seen.
Right.
Gacha games are. Here's the problem. FGO is so much fun, and Genshin, I really like Genshin. Also, I got 2 5-stars in Genshin for spending a little money. So honestly, I don't care.
Oh, you had 2 5-stars in a game that you'll stop playing in a week. Oh.
What do you mean?
That's,
Stop playing
first
in a
off,
week. What do you- I play Genshin.
that's not a little money. Second off, I don't even want to get into it.
First off, I'll get into my statement. First off, I'm being hyperbolic. Second off, you're stupid.
Why? Because I spent money in a game I wanted. Like, what are you on about?
Not just that, it's everything.
Is it your money? Did I steal from your bank account? Go get? Did I siphon from your tax dollars or something like that? No. Well, you have nothing to say about it. I don't think you pay
First
taxes.
off,
Never mind.
First off, I can say something about it because I live in America. I don't live in commie Canada.
That's cool.
We're
Anyways,
becoming
Fuck
commie
up,
America
Greg.
pretty fucking quickly.
Kamiata?
You're not much. You're not much better. You live in California.
I know.
No, shut the
It's
fuck up.
fucking terrible.
hey, you guys live in California, not me.
You live in
You
Canada.
live in
which is
Canada, which is
But
like
Will Smith,
worse
Will,
than California.
but Will Smith said like California knows how to party. Yeah. Come on. In
Not
this
anymore,
city?
they don't.
Not
Can't even
anymore.
fucking eat inside a restaurant.
Can't even outdoor dine. Can't even breathe raw. You breathe in California, they'll arrest you now.
I mean, it is getting to that
Man, the
ludicrous
Demon Slayers must have a hard job.
shiz, so.
The Demon Slayers must have a hard job. They can't breathe.
Yeah. But
I-
also, it just. I don't know.
I realized I thought that was funny. Okay.
I mean, here's the. I don't know. People. You can get on my case all you want, but I'll always spend my money where I want to spend it.
That's fair.
I think they just like giving you shit, Blue. That's all.
No, this is me. This is me telling you, not as me shitting on you. You need help.
Huh?
You need help.
God, I should have spent all that money on a new graphics card. Maybe that would have been better. Who knows?
No, it's
Says
not the
it's
graphics. It's not the
3080,
graphics card that's the issue. It's not the graphics card that's the issue.
Money for mental therapy? Don't you mean a new graphics card?
Yeah. I hate to inform you that. I believe you have an addictive personality.
I mean, here's the thing. I would have with that money, I would have probably bought anime figurines or something else along those lines. So that money was definitely going somewhere. You're thinking like that money would have been saved, or the stock market. But I already have money in there, so it's all good.
Stock market would have been better, and I hate to say it, but anime figurines would have been better because at least then, once they stop making them, you can sell it for a better price.
I wouldn't sell my figure. Here's the thing. I got a pretty cool
In
Artoria
theory.
figure, and I wouldn't sell them. I wouldn't sell my Artoria, dude.
Okay.
I would never do it.
Okay. Blue, I don't mean literally sell it. I mean in theory.
So like, can I only buy something? I'll have hypothetical. Actually, here's the thing. I can sell my FGO account and make quite a bit of cash off it if I wanted to too.
That's fair.
Yeah, but will you?
Probably
No.
not because I enjoy the game too much. I mean, it's just that simple.
That's that's fair. But at the same time,
It's like saying like sell my Steam account because I don't know. Probably wouldn't.
that
You know, give me this amount of cash.
at the same time, you have to realize something. You've spent $3,000 on something that you will eventually get tired of.
Oh well, I played.
Yeah, but
Overwatch.
no, that's not
Overwatch.
the thing, right? Because you could say the same thing about people that play like Magic the Gathering or shit,
Well,
Dungeons
again,
and Dragons. or
Magic the
fucking...
Gathering, Magic the Gathering. If somebody spent $3,000 on Magic the Gathering back when it was starting, there's a good chance they could triple that.
Yeah, but also when it comes to selling cards, it's yeah.
Yeah,
Are
but
they- wait, you're
there's
doing
a
a
good chance
physical
that
or
they
like
couldn't.
an account.
Well, either. It doesn't
Physical.
really matter.
I was talking about physical. An account doesn't like, as long as you don't have something that somebody wants, you can't sell an account. Like if I had the that skeleton skin that everybody wanted back when nobody could get it,
I
would
wish
sell
I
it for
knew
my
that thing
Fortnite.
was going to become valuable. Because if I knew that it would become valuable, I would have spent that
But
money on
not
a Fortnite
anymore.
account.
It's not anymore.
Yeah, because Epic made it more available for everyone, like a billion times. So all the value in skydiving.
But no, that's it doesn't matter how you cut it. These cards and stuff usually get more value the longer it spins, so that's not a good comparison because there's some Pokemon cards now that would sell for triple what you would have bought them for whenever you first got them.
Yeah, but,
Yeah, but
most
those
of the
are
people who own those cards are Here's the thing, most of the people who own those cards and the people who buy those cards are collectors buying from other collectors.
but even
That's the
forgetting
thing.
that, those cards are few
Well-
and far between.
First off, Blue, it doesn't matter who buys and sells them. They're still
I mean,
bought
it
and
kind
sold
of
for that
does.
amount.
I mean, it kind of does because you're not considering. Let's say if I had a really valuable Pokemon card that I can sell right now, I can't just put it on the market and disappear right away. It's gonna take quite a bit of time for a seller to come for it, especially if it's like a card that's like worth like $15,000. I'm just making a number up, by the way. $50,000. Not like your average Pokemon
There's
collector is not gonna have
there's cards that worth more that people have
like your
bought.
Doesn't matter.
Like your average-
Doesn't matter. Those cards are few and far between. Like, you could have spent $3,000 on a collection of Pokemon cards and have none of the cards that are worth that much money. So it's
you
not
just-
like there's
I
some
know people-
guarantee that if you spent X amount of money on Pokemon cards that you'll have.
I mean,
I'm
because
trying to
Pokemon
think, there
cards.
was a pack.
I'll say it right
Yeah.
now. You may not like what I'm gonna say, okay? But Pokemon cards and all card games are all gacha games.
Yeah, they are.
That's the reality.
No, that's a fact.
It's the same.
I
mean,
they're loot
I'm not
boxes.
saying it's not. I'm
Me
not saying
spending-
it's not.
Like me
I'm just
spending money
saying-
on FGO is the equivalent of like I know people in person, by the way, who have spent like $10,000 on Pokemon cards trying to find a high value card to sell off.
Oh, well, first off, I don't have to do that. I already have cards that I could sell off if I wanted to. Second,
I mean,
while it is a gacha game, the profit of physical cards is typically better because, as you said, collectors, which would still make it more of a more valuable thing to invest into, even if it's impossible to get the stuff.
I mean, here's the same thing applies to digital though. You're acting like digital and physical are like. they're
Well,
so
no, it
far
is no, it is easier with physical because you can sell an individual card. You can't sell an individual character on, FGO. You've got to sell accounts, which is it's different. But it doesn't matter. It's essentially the same thing.
Because using my account, like all digital property has value on some level. Like that's the thing.
I don't know
much
about
value.
all. Yeah, that's like
Not as much value as physical.
I wouldn't say all. Like, there are lots of things digital that don't have any value, but it's the same thing with physical. There's lots of physical things that don't really have any value.
Like, I'm gonna use a game that's on my shelf next to me. This copy of Wind Waker that I'm holding in my hand, which I've seen copies sell for the highest I've seen is $300
Then why don't you sell it then? Sounds like you have.
because I like the game. I
Emulator
collect
play
Legend
it.
of Zelda games. I collect the physical copies though.
Then you're a collector. Then you're telling me go get it. So
I'm not saying I'm not. I'm saying it's easier to sell physical stuff than to sell digital stuff.
certainly is.
But it doesn't
but,
change the essential nature of the thing.
I'm not
That's
saying
all.
it does. I'm just saying I see more potential value in buying, say, a physical copy of fucking Age of Calamity, because later when they stop producing it, eventually, since copies will break, there's a good chance my copy won't, because I take decent care of my game.
But what are we?
My battery is not charging. What the fuck?
I
Why
mean,
isn't it charging?
here's the thing. You're talking about like you're keeping something with the inevitable fact that they're gonna stop producing it, but the demands in that. Because here's the thing. There's tons of. I mean, the problem is like, there's tons of games that they no longer make physical copies of, but they're not really in demand. Like that's just also another thing. Like just because a game is stopped being produced doesn't mean that like, oh it has instant $1 million value. There has to be a demand for it.
First off, the game I'd use as a example is the Legend of Zelda game, so it's always in demand.
Yeah, those games always have demand and will have value on some level for all that stuff.
I wouldn't
Like,
say
that's the
always. Never say always, because things always.
Link's got those
For right
things,
now,
but
there's a market for it. For right now, I'll say right now. There you go.
when there's
Jesus, go get the cock out of your mouth.
no,
Like, would you say?
Like,
Would you say? Remember that old ET game that practically killed the industry a long time ago? Would you say that ET game is worth millions of dollars, or
Well, it's actually
like
worth a lot of
$30,000
money
people?
to collectors.
But does anyone
I was
buy
about to
it?
say it's
Really?
Yeah,
'Cause I
yeah,
have
no.
that game. I didn't know that was worth money.
Yeah, no, it is, because
Yeah.
like so many like there weren't a whole lot of copies of it made, and so many of them were destroyed because it was such a garbage game. So the collectors that
Yeah.
want to collect all the physical copies of games that were available for the Atari,
here, let me look it
2600
up.
or
Let me look
whatever.
it up. I'll find a copy and tell you how much it's worth.
Yeah, it's actually worth quite a bit. Now, not a whole lot of people are going to buy it, right? It's a
Hey, that's
select
the whole thing.
it's a
It's
select
not a big
few
market.
collectors that are interested in that sort of thing. But it is actually still worth quite a bit of money.
Who the fuck messaged me?
Well, that's why I sort of mentioned supply and demand. There has to be a demand.
Yeah, I
and
think it's one of the Atari games that's worth the most of any physical.
I see one selling for 700.
The fuck? All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go sell that shit then. 700 bones? Jesus.
Blind demand.
But I've seen it go. I remember seeing it go for a lot more.
Yeah,
Oh,
I could have swore there was like a first or special like edition version of some game like that. That was like it went for like 15 G's or something stupid.
Bruh, if that's the golden edition to Zelda, I also have that. I will fucking sell that.
I don't
bitch.
know about that one. There was one like that, but I don't think it was that one because there was actually quite a lot of the golden edition of Zelda made. Like that's the two things, right? The first thing is you got something that collectors want, right? And so like, physical video games, there's always going to be video game collectors. And then the second is having a special version or something that there weren't a lot of them made. That's like you won't get a whole lot for an original an OG copy of like Mario Duck Hunt, right? Because there was just so many of them made, even though it's along the same vein as another, like an ET type of game where it's the same system and all that, but it's just like there's none of them left anymore. Whereas with Mario Duck, I mean, Jesus, like I think I've got 2 copies of Mario Duck Hunt chilling in my Boxo stuff, along with a couple of Nintendos that I don't even know whether they work or not.
Yeah, gold
Survival, crafting, farming, Viking game.
Like the physical copy of Mario Duck Hunt might not be worth a lot, but the gun is worth a shitload because like lots of copies of the game have survived, but the gun has not survived as well. But
Zelda 2: The Adventures of Link, the gold cartridge is 100.
Still not bad.
Fuck this
But
fair.
that's when it all comes down to. And also, why are we talking about? How does this even come? No, who cares?
Who knows, bro? It's game talk.
It goes everywhere,
I was
evidently.
about to say, when has the
Including-
Game Talk ever made sense?
Ever. That's why we love it.
I don't know. I feel like this
This would
entire
make
thing was
sense.
weird because, I'm gonna be honest, we had like.
Well,
40
yeah,
hours
you
for
and
the first
fucking
half.
Go-Get had to start going in on who could be the gayer one.
Who
I
could be the
wasn't
gayer one?
I wasn't competing. I was telling them to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I don't know about that. You're both trying to be pretty gay there.
I don't know.
I
Go
said
get the
nothing,
Shadow
I
Place
just
says
mocked
otherwise. Shadow Place says otherwise.
Hey, JC, you were here for the entire thing.
Biased opinion.
shut up. Was I trying to be gay at all, or was I just? Hey, no running away, no running away! How dare you?
He's
Later,
like,
JC.
peace out, motherfucker.
All right. I know, I know you want to talk about us going at it again, but I just don't have the
Ooh.
energy right now. I'm out of horny energy, to be honest. I'm at chakra, so I need to recharge a little bit.
off.
He's
Unfortunately.
out of chakra.
I wonder how much Wind Waker actually sells for.
Unfortunately, the recharging chakra is very difficult to get, so you're gonna have to give me a little bit. Not all of us are born with certain
Yes,
things.
you should. You should answer. Wait, what? Oh my
Hey,
lord!
you too, JC. Have a good night, bud.
He was getting a lot of sexual tension between the two of you.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, that wasn't the question though.
I mean, here's the
question
thing.
the question was who is being gay?
I don't know, Go. This is you were talking about. You get pretty, you know, dick
You were being
sucky
pretty
when you're
homo
not.
there.
Yeah.
I don't know, your
Oh,
girlfriend
Clyde,
might
gets
show up and be like,
right.
"Go get, why is she not made blue?" It's a joke. Oh, my nuts. I'm just staying on my
It's a
nuts.
joke?
Never mind.
What's a joke?
No, here's the thing. I said hop my nuts, but then I coughed and realized, oh, wait, I'm on my nuts. So stay on my nuts. Actually, don't they say your closest friends are always the ones you're going to have gay sex with? And you want? Hold up.
No.
I mean, I didn't hear anything against that rule.
What?
Here's the thing. It's not gay to kiss the homies goodnight. That's another thing that people need to get out of their head.
What?
No, it's pretty gay.
That's
No, kissing,
what?
kissing the homies goodnight is not gay.
Yeah, on a scale
That-
of 1 to Liberace,
what?
that's we're looking at like at least
Well,
a
See,
Blue
nine.
one
did
to
talk a bit
Liberace, and I'm
strong.
thinking Beethoven, dog. What are you on about?
Hey. JC said Blue came off a bit strong. I win.
A bit strong.
Like
That's
stronger in the
because-
sack, or just strong, you know, strong?
I mean, here's the thing, Goga. You kind of challenged me, and then I had to
I
amp
didn't.
up my sexual energy. My sexual
I
energy
did
went
not.
up. Like, here's the thing. I had to use so many of my shadow clones and chakra energy to do this shit. You know.
I
Stop
did
using analogies,
nothing.
you sick fuck.
Yeah, Blue. It's not like I'm using my Bankai right now, anyway. So you need to chill out with the anime references.
Sorry, my chi. I need to keep calling my chi.
My
I used to be
chi! Bro, I need to reserve my chi to use my Bankai.
Am I
I feel so bad
axe?
for the person who actually sold you past 3070.
Newegg sold me it.
I feel so bad for them.
I know. fuck
Whoa,
Newegg.
guys. This is like that
I
episode
feel
where
bad for
Goku
Newegg as
uses
well.
Zanpakuto to do his spirit
Not
bomb.
again.
What?
Not again.
Right. I did something unthinkable. I just visited Goget's My Anime list and I found Boku no Pico at 10 out of 10. Explain, Goget.
Oh no.
I,
Oh no.
is Boku no
Now I
Pico
hate
even
your
on my
opinion,
anime
what the
list?
fuck?
Yeah. And then it's on
Oh,
yours.
it is.
10
Okay,
out of 10.
It's not. It's not.
So
It
you haven't
really
said a
is.
10 out of 10, huh, Go Get?
Oh,
Well, first
I
off,
remember
the
back in
entire
the day
thing
when we
was
used-
incorrect.
When we used to talk on Discord, I remember back in the day you told me how Boku no Pico was like your favorite anime. The plot is so deep and enriching. It was so good. I remember you were telling me all this stuff.
I think I was saying that to make you watch it.
Yeah, you really
If
told me
that's true.
how deep the main character gets into the plot. You know.
Again, if I told you anything like that, it was to make you watch it.
I don't know. I feel like that's like you can't really take that back. To be honest.
I told somebody to make a Kiwi Farms account so they get a thread made on them. Anything I say, unless I'm saying it serious, should be taken with a grain of salt.
Oh well, I mean, I thought I was the only one, but here's the thing: you inspired me to watch it. And I gave Boku no Pico a 10 out of 10. It's probably like one of the best animes ever written in history, the universe.
This man just said I did it, and he doubled back and said he did it.
I mean, I did as well. I'm gonna be honest. It was a 10 out of 10 anime. The plot was really deep, enriching. You know, the animation was on point. Probably, I don't know. Anyways,
It's a
Yeah,
podcast rated Is the podcast rated for adult yet?
It's,
On our Yelp review, it is.
the podcast is rated C for Christian. Because let's talk about
Thankfully.
something else. High School DxD, one of the best animes ever, right, Goget?
Oh,
MP?
totally wholesome.
Absolutely
Here's the thing,
wholesome.
I'll say this unironically, High School DxD.
Dude, I recommend High School DxD to all the religious sects out there. Yeah, you
the thing.
Christians, Mormons, Catholics, you guys should watch that shit. It's culture.
Here's the thing, High School DxD is probably the most honest takes on Christianity, I would say. One of the most honest takes.
Actually, yes. Christianity and Catholicism, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Mass Effect remaster is coming out in May.
Yes, it is, but they are nerfing the butt shots of Miranda and everybody else.
Wait, they are?
Yep.
That's the plot! Why are you getting rid of that? Dragon Balls, I fixed it. Honestly. Sorry, I'm really disappointed now. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it, to be honest. Cause
Can't
if I
offend the
steam my box-
whammons.
The Whammons.
Yep. Too sexy.
I mean Twitter.
Bro, I know chicks who are pissed about this shit. Like, what the fuck?
You mean Twitter, probably. Because Twitter is like a freaking. I hit my tongue when I said that.
Yeah, but are they gonna censor the who's the guy that gets naked and does training? It starts with a J.
Also, here's the thing. What about apparently for FemShep, they got rid of where you can see under her skirt for certain scenes in the remaster, which is an abomination.
Terrible.
I mean,
This right here is un-American.
right? How about tits and ass? We're the purest form of America.
I don't know if I could take this negativity anymore.
I mean, here's the thing. I thought tits and ass were written in the Constitution. How are they going to get rid of it like this?
They were not.
Pursuit of happiness. I don't know about you, but tits and ass is part of my happiness.
You know what? No, you got me there.
Yeah.
You got me there.
Just saying.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I cannot debate that. You've got me there.
Jacob,
you
thank you,
master debate it?
thank you, JC. Yeah, was that in Mass Effect 1 where he was naked in training, or was that in one of the other ones? I can't remember. Fuck, it's been so long since I played those games. But yeah, it'll be interesting if they nerf the butt shots of like the male characters as well.
Watch that later.
I wonder if they're gonna actually. I wonder if
Oh,
there's
that
gonna be
was
mods
too,
to
okay.
fix it because I said this earlier, but for the new Yakuza remaster games, there's a mod where you can basically get all the old stuff that was taken out of the game, like music and all that stuff. So I'm
Yeah,
wondering if
but
the
then
same
again,
thing will
there's
happen
fucking
to-
there was a mod for Cyberpunk, of course. One of the first mods for Cyberpunk that come out is one where you can fuck Johnny, whatever his name is, and fucking CD Projekt Red blocked it.
What?
Yeah.
Let's finish this.
So people can't live their fantasies out. Thanks, CD Projekt Red. Anyways.
So there was a demo version of Super Seducer 3 that was up on Steam, and Steam banned that.
Oh, way to go, Steam going woke all of a sudden. Like, what the fuck is
I-
going
No,
on with these guys,
thing with-
bro?
But Steam, they're so inconsistent with their bans, though.
That's
Because
the
allow
thing,
Honey Pop
yeah.
to exist.
Well, and this is the okay. So Honey Pop 2 is coming out in what?
It's coming on Valentine's Day, boys. My game of the year already.
Oh yeah, that's right, Valentine's Day. It's going to be uncensored on every platform except for GOG,
The hell?
right? Like, man, yeah, this shit's just getting weird. You guys need to pick whether you want tits and ass on your platforms or you don't. Like, and
I want tits and
honestly,
ass on
I mean, I
platforms.
do care because I like tits and ass, but if you want to ban it, that's fine. But be fucking consistent. Either don't allow it or allow it, and just pick one. Because this fucking will they, won't they shit is really starting to irritate
Wait, how
me.
is CD Projekt Red gonna ban nudity, but in The Witcher 3 you get full-blown ass shots of like all the characters?
Well, no,
including Geralt, by the way.
they don't even ban nudity. There's nudity in fucking Cyberpunk, but apparently fucking Johnny Storm or whatever the fuck his name was.
Johnny Silverhand.
I can't even remember his name.
Or
He's
Keanu
Keanu Reeves,
correction.
right? That's who he is. Yeah, you can't fuck Keanu Reeves. Apparently, that's too much.
It's unchristian for Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I want to hear what Keanu Reeves has to say about his character now getting any poo-tang. Like, yo, Keanu, can you weigh in on this? Bro?
Well,
Like, oh, I know
JC
about
Witcher
this.
might be softcore, but it's got nipple, and it's just as uncensored as tons of games that have been
No.
banned from Steam or other platforms. So it's like
The only thing Witcher
What
is
gives?
missing is like a picture of a dick and like pussy. That's the only thing Witcher's actually missing. It has everything else, literally.
well, that is what makes it softcore. I mean,
Oh yeah, never mind. But I don't know. I say we included it all. The game's rated M for a reason, right?
that's what I say. Hits and ass have been in games for a long time now. Might as well just let them go. But I don't know. And again, like you said, they're just super fucking inconsistent about which they allow and which they don't.
Because here's the thing, there's obviously Honey Pop 2, but there's also tons of visual novels on Steam with the nudity patches you download from the website that are allowed to exist on there.
Well, and that's how it is with Honey Pop 2, where it's technically censored, but you can, through Steam, download the uncensored patch.
Right.
Which I'm fine with that. Like, you want to make it so that there's an extra step in between censored and uncensored? Fine. Have that for every game with nudity in it. I don't care. Then stop banning certain games with nudity and letting certain ones go. Like, yeah, I don't know.
It's very inconsistent, and that's why, like, we at the Game Talk, I can't speak for everyone else, but for me, I am pro nudity in almost every game.
I wouldn't go that far. Like, Last of Us 2 could have not had nudity, and I would have been okay with it.
Yeah, but that's also because I forgot what's her name from the game.
Ellie?
I already forgot because I don't. Not
Abby?
Ellie. Abby. The freakazoid
other ugly
monster.
one?
No, we don't. Here's the thing, we didn't need to see Abby naked, but that's about it.
We
All
didn't
the
have to
characters
see
are ugly.
any of them naked.
Yeah,
They
they're
were all
ugly. I'm sorry.
uglified. They all looked kind of not. They all looked boyish.
Yeah, they're all ugly. And all this thing.
God, that sex scene was just fucking terrible too. Like, and talk about like uncanny valley. Like, it looks like Homeboy just rammed it in her ass without even warming her up. That's what it looks like. Tell me I'm fucking wrong. She does not look like she's having fun in that fucking scene.
What are you talking about,
Yeah.
dude? She looked like she was having an amazing time.
What are you talking about? Neil Druckmann got to live his fantasies out.
Exactly, Blue. See, I'm
Well,
glad somebody
that's what he did, yeah. But
I don't know. This is really dumb. They should uncensor this shit. Also, Steven should get a consistent standard. Because the worst thing about this is just no standard. And that's what's really annoying.
well, yeah.
And just really dangerous. Because
Honey
we don't
Pop
know
2
what's
is
bottom,
okay,
what's up.
and fucking all this other shit, Witcher 3, but Super Seducer 3, that's the line.
That's the no-go.
That's what you
That's
got
the
a problem
no-go.
with.
That's what fucking sends everybody over the edge.
Or what was
evidently,
what was the one where you get to seduce the Colonel? What was that one? What was that game where it's a fucking dating sim and you're fucking the Colonel? I can't even remember.
They just shoot Larry or whatever?
No, like the actual KFC Colonel.
Oh god. I didn't even know you could do
Yeah,
that.
there was one.
Jesus Christ.
It's an anime version of the Colonel. And yeah.
Colonel Chan.
Oh my god, dude, it was ridiculous, but that was okay apparently. Yeah, I don't know, man.
So, real quick, who's playing Honey Pop 2 when it comes out?
I didn't even finish the first one. That shit was
If you buy me,
trash
I
tier.
will.
Yeah, right? The only reason I had it was because fucking, I think Metro bought it for me. I played through like half
One of
of
my
it.
friends bought it for me. Like IRL friends.
Unfortunately, Valentine's Day, you know, it's hard out there. And single and all that stuff. So Honey Pop 2 is like my coping for Valentine's Day.
I don't have to cope, but I'll still play it.
Oh yeah, go get it. I forgot. So, actually, never mind. I can't even say because you're. Never mind.
Say it. Say it.
Alright,
Don't
Say my
don't be
name,
a coward.
bitch.
I was about to say. Never mind. I don't even know what I was gonna say to be honest.
Don't be a coward. Don't be a coward. Don't be a
Wanna
coward.
see my penis? Wanna see my penis?
Oh
No.
fuck, Reinhardt.
I love how it goes. Want to see my penis, and then at the last part, want to see my penis? Like, question mark? Like, what the fuck?
Question mark? Kiss emoji. What was the other emoji that looks like a dick? I forgot what it's called.
Eggplant.
Eggplant.
Man doesn't even know what an eggplant is, apparently.
I literally forgot what it's called. I'm sorry that I don't send people dick emojis go get like you do all the time.
Oh,
It's
damn.
a fucking vegetable, you fuckhead. You don't need to send emojis to know the name of a fucking
Yeah, but who
vegetable.
unironically eats eggplant? Outside of-
I do.
Well, that's
so
your
you're
problem.
worse than like a Soviet. That's what you're telling me.
Canada.
You're like the people who
Canada.
pineapple. Here's eating
Canada.
pineapple on pizza is a war crime, and eggplant's a war crime.
Pineapple on
Incorrect.
pizza is a war crime.
Yeah, pineapple on pizza, I'll agree, is a war crime. Eggplant,
dare
you're
you.
just a coward.
I'm over here like, pineapple and pizza's pretty good. Y'all motherfuckers are like,
Well, it depends.
fuck
It depends on
this
how.
shit.
It depends on how you do it. You can't just pour a can of pineapples on it,
Okay, I agree.
which
With
is
No,
what
pineapple on
which
pizza
is what
is
I normally see
always
happen, which
a
is why I
war
don't
crime.
like it.
that. Always the ones.
Incorrect. Incorrect.
No,
If done right, it's okay. If done bad, it's bad.
there is no such thing as doing it right.
I'm gonna make you pineapple pizza if we ever meet.
And I will throw
I
it
don't
in the
want you to
trash
cook for
where
me.
it belongs.
First
I'm
off,
sure
Pete,
you
you're
would.
un-American on 2 accounts. Why? Because A,
Amazing
you're
food.
getting free pizza, and B, it's pizza in the trash. You un-American fucking swine.
What a great insult. I'm going to make you pineapple pizza.
Later,
Why?
Jesse.
Why doesn't people want my pineapple pizza?
I mean, here's the thing: can you even cook yogurt?
I can make good pizza.
Not
Okay,
if you're
good,
putting
it's-
pineapple on it.
As they say,
Regardless of the pineapple, it's good.
No.
good people have multiple wives. So, you know what?
I'm also
Okay.
really good at making. I'm also really good at making popcorn.
Perfect. I'll add you to the list of multiple wives. Go get. Out of like my 7 wives, you'll be number 8.
Out of my 7 wives, you'll be number 8.
I practice.
Now-
my religion says
now-
having multiple wives shows how you're a great man. So
Now, I'm not good at math.
Religion.
I'm not good at math, but I think 8 is more than 7.
no. Here's the thing. I said you can join my 7 wives and be the 8th in the equation.
That's not how you phrased it, but okay, buddy.
That's
You
literally
said
what I
out
said.
of my 7 wives, you can be the 8th. That's not. You were phrasing it like you can be one of them, but then you changed it to.
Regardless, anime taught me great men have multiple wives. So
I'm trying to think of an anime where the character has multiple wives.
Yeah, I was gonna say like there's plenty of harem anime, but like none of them they're actually
Actual
married.
it was,
wives?
and no,
Yeah.
not remember Strike the Blood? Where is it? It was remember that
They
it was
never
a joke in Strike the
actually
Blood.
say that any of them are married though.
No, obviously none of them get married, but the joke was like, remember she told her father, remember that like that great men have multiple wives and shit.
No. She said that great men always have lots of mistresses.
Okay, so I got it wrong then. Still,
Yeah.
principle applies.
I don't know if the principle still applies, buddy.
I say it does.
See, Digital, what's your vote on this?
Why not?
All the
Alright,
greatest
so
anime
that's,
heroes have
That's
lots of
that's three.
lots of chicks that they're fucking.
that's 3. Spark, and your vote is irrelevant. And how democracy works, I win.
Issei from DXD.
Blue.
What the fuck is the guy's name from Strike
I
the Blood?
told Amy what you said, and she just said no. Just one word, no.
Wait, what did you say? What I said? I don't know.
Probably
Doesn't
about you,
matter.
about Goget being one of his wife, you being one of your wives.
Here's the thing: you're allowed to have one too. Like, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Only once though. I'll make the only exception. All the other ones have to stay.
Terrible.
God.
He could be a reasonable guy. Look at that. See,
Yeah.
I don't know
I
what
allowed
people are
one of
talking
them to
about.
have.
I don't know about all that.
Here's the thing. That's about it. There's no thing. Harem anime is my life. I wish it was my life.
So I've learned that blues filler what is here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
You should totally read
Maybe,
some of the books I've been reading on Amazon, dude. They're like harem animes, but books, and it's fucking amazing. They're
I
hilarious.
don't need to I'd rather like a manga. But
Oh no, sir, no, they're amazing. Trust me.
you know what? Fuck it. I guess it's like reading a light novel, right? Probably. Anyways. I mean, here's the thing. Harem anime in nature is trashy, and that's why it's a 10 out of 10.
No, I'll tell you the thing, right?
No.
The entire
Amy.
reason I like shit like harem anime is because once you've given up the fact that you're not writing the next Shakespeare shit, you can actually come up with some really cool stuff, right? Because the worst stuff, like Last of Us 2, right? The worst kind of shit is stuff created by people who want to write the next Shakespeare. It really is. It's guys or girls or whatever thinking that they're better than they are and trying to make the next masterpiece. But once you've given up on that, because like that's the thing, anybody writing a harem anime or fucking something like that, you've given up.
Rent a Girlfriend's a masterpiece, Pete. What do you mean?
Well, well, that's the thing. It can be because you've given up the pretense. Like you have no pretensions when you're making that kind of stuff. So it allows you to unintentionally or partially intentionally, however you want to look at it, create something that's pretty fucking amazing. I'm telling you, man, because like a lot of the best, like, dude, you think George Lucas thought he was writing like the next amazing thing when he was writing Star Wars? No, he was making his own little Flash Gordon adventure. Like he never meant for it to be this fucking world phenomenon, but that's what it became because he didn't have any pretensions about it. He just wrote a good story.
And then he did the prequels.
Well, hey! Compared to the sequels, they're master. They are masterpieces.
I mean, here's the thing: for what has Disney done to Star Wars, I forgive the prequels.
Right? People are missing the prequels now. They want to go back.
Even Attack of the Clones, the shittiest one of them all, I forgive it.
But yeah, seriously, I've found like there's some great writing in some of that pulp trashy shit, and it's because they have no pretensions about their writing. They're not trying to be the next big thing. So, you know. I mean, tell me High School DxD doesn't have some genuine, like, emotional moments in it.
I mean, the thing is, I just enjoy High School DxD for what it is, because I'm not trying to, like, sell it as something that it isn't.
Well, you know.
It's a romance novel filled with great porn.
I mean, basically.
And it's not even really fully on porn either. It's like straight up teaser shit.
It's pretty fucking close.
It's pretty good though. I'm not gonna lie.
Here's the thing. It's basically the shit that like harem anime that it's. Here's the thing. Like everyone like watches it and wants the stuff on some level. That's why you see like with yaoi and all the other shit that appeals to mostly females is really popular with them, and it's just as trashy as harem anime, by the way. If you actually read any yaoi manga. I've read a couple of yaoi manga. It's as like trashy and like just out of nowhere crazy borderline porn as is harem anime that appeal to men. That's the thing. That's the
worst is some of the shoujo stuff, because it's like it's all the worst stuff about that you find in like cheesy romance novels. But they try and be so fucking serious about it. It's hilarious. But
Yeah.
yeah, but hey, I can enjoy that stuff for what it is too. So there's
I
some
mean,
good ones in there as well.
Here's the thing, like reading like yaoi shit, you think it's crazy and out of nowhere, then you realize, oh, this has mass female appeal, and you're like, what? Then you realize
Fucking
that they're
Fujoshis.
just you realize that everyone loves trash, and then we're all equal.
Well, no, that's what irritates me is the people that think it's the people that get on other people's trash.
Yeah, it's
like
yeah,
like
buddy,
women who
we all love
love
trash. What do you
women
mean?
who love cheesy romance novels, but then they'll get on guys for liking whatever it is, if it's harem anime or if it's
Oh my
fucking,
god, you like anime with big fat titties? You're a fucking pig.
but or even
mean,
down to like stupid 80s action flicks, right? Because it's all the same thing. I mean, not literally the same thing, but it's all, whether it's wish fulfillment or just ultimate fantasy or, whatever it is. Everybody's got their own little
Power
thing.
fantasy.
Yeah, whether it's you want to be the harem master or whether you want to be fucking oh fuck, with Arnold Schwarzenegger and fucking Commando being, just mowing down fucking, bad guys.
You mean Rambo?
Well, not necessarily. No, Rambo was oh my god. Jesus
Stallone.
Christ. Yeah, Stallone. Commando was
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You all right today, Pete? You feeling
I'm
okay,
fine.
buddy?
I had it right. Blue's the one that got it mixed up.
I think Pete's
No, you were
doing the
thinking about it for a while. Is what I was saying. Like you're like, damn boy, like you are on. You like, are you feeling alright? You're usually on top of this shit.
It's over here.
But yeah. Anyway,
I don't know. I think. I don't know. I don't know why. I just don't know.
I do know.
I don't know. I have embraced the fact that I love trashy shit, and some of my favorite stuff is trashy
Well,
shit.
first
and
off,
there
you
go.
are trash.
Okay, buddy, relax there. Getting all super invested for no reason.
Don't act like me calling you trash is
Yeah,
something
kind of
new.
aggro there. Go get.
I mean,
I'm
a
always
lot of ener-
aggro.
Go get. I'm a bit of energy, so I can't have another sexual fight, unfortunately. But
I don't know if I fight with trash.
I don't know
Well,
that.
you do all the time. What are you talking about?
You're not wrong, but for different reasons.
I mean, your tongue was kind of on my nuts earlier. It was a bit weird, I'm gonna be honest.
Don't
He's
make
like,
me
it
tell
was
Got something to
weird, but it
say?
was a welcome change in my life.
Yeah.
Got something you want to tell us, Go get?
The silence
trying to-
And
volume.
he's quiet.
I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get something in Breath of the Wild, and I have to be very quiet. So
Yeah,
Let's
sure.
sing on.
That's a convenient
The
excuse.
silence speaks volumes. That's all I'm gonna say.
silence speaks volumes.
Speaking of everything, I hope. Actually, oh, what's next? Do we have anything else?
Yeah, there's a
I
few
don't
other
know.
We
things.
could,
Stadia news.
Oh, Stadia shut down.
Yeah. Let's
Who predicted this?
Damn it, this doesn't have the. No, Stadia itself isn't shutting down, but Google is shutting down their first party studio for Stadia.
Oh, that's the way back time.
So yeah,
Before Stadia bites
because they
dust.
want to concentrate on helping third party developers because for some reason somebody would want to develop their stuff for Stadia. I don't know why, and I don't think they will, but yeah.
I
so
don't think. I think Stadia's on its way out, and this shows that it's
Oh,
basically on
yes.
its way out.
it's been on its way out. It was never even a thing, but
Because Google doesn't like keeping consistent with their products whatsoever. Or backing them up.
God, this statement. Creating best in-class games from the ground up takes many years and significant investment, and the cost is going up exponentially. Given our focus on building on the proven technology of Stadia as well as deepening our business partnerships, we've decided that we will not be investing further in bringing exclusive content from our internal development team, SG&E, beyond any near-term planned games. With the increased focus on using our technology platform for industry partners, Jade Raymond has decided to leave Google to pursue other opportunities. We greatly appreciate Jade's contribution to Stadia and wish her the best of luck in her future endeavors. Over the coming months, most of the SG&E team will be moving onto new roles. We've committed to working with this talented team to find new roles and supporting them. I mean, I don't want to put words in their mouth, but this sounds an awful like
Fucking wolf.
we couldn't do shit. This chick's leaving because this is a dead-end job. And we're gonna try and salvage this dumpster fire as best we can.
I mean,
But-
does this happen? You think does this happen to most of Google's products though?
No,
I mean, I don't know about like
I wouldn't say most of their product.
Yeah,
like their products are pretty good. Like if you
Android,
get, like,
YouTube. Yeah, their stuff's pretty
they're
successful.
actually top notch. Yeah, they're pretty top notch on all the other endeavors. Yeah, they're good on. Even their software development was really good. But when you talk about hardware, like out of all the hardware issues that they've ever had, well, except for the latest Google Pixel, this has been pretty bad. Like their entire endeavor into Google Stadia was shit. And then they claim that they knew what they were doing with that shit, and it turned out like no, they don't. They have no fucking clue. Yeah, they have no clue what the hell they were doing.
X to doubt.
But of course, this like we knew this was gonna happen. Like streaming technology for games just isn't there.
Because America isn't caught up with internet, one of the biggest markets in the world. A bunch of other countries too, not just America, by the way.
But even without that, like why, like, people aren't hurting for hardware that can play games in America. Like you might have had a market for this in China where so many people are without good hardware that there's a spot for like internet, but like gaming cafes and stuff where people will pay to rent, you know, a really good computer to play whatever games they want to play. But that kind of shit failed in the US because like median income, well, that's median income's pretty good in the US and hardware is pretty cheap for an American. So like even poor people can afford a decent like tablet or laptop or something like that you can play.
Most poor people can afford a lot of fancy tech. That's the thing.
I mean, homeless people have fucking cell phones in America. So yeah, like we're not hurting for hardware. So
No,
like
we're not.
how many people don't have the hardware to play the kind? Well, I mean, I guess that's yeah. How many people are hurting for the kind of hardware that for the games that you can play Stadia on? Because like, even if you can't afford a brand new, you know, PS4 or 5 or whatever, you know, the newest one is out at the time, you can afford a used one of the last year's model. Like, and I'd rather play that over some crappy stream game on Stadia.
With internet speeds that are just not there right now. Also with internet costs that some people just don't want to pay.
Well, that's the thing. If you don't have the money for the hardware, then how would you have money for both the internet and the Stadia subscription?
And also the fact of how they did Stadia, where like you paid a subscription plus games.
Well, yeah, that didn't help either. But yeah, I mean, they don't even need solar chargers, Bonanza. Like you know, plenty of places have fucking
charging stations.
Yeah, just, you know, outlets and charging stations that you can use for free. You know, yeah. And again, it's not like, you know, the game's quality between Stadia and last year's consoles is not so amazing. That how much was the monthly subscription for Stadia?
I don't remember, but I know it was
I
pretty
think it was
pricey.
at least like 40 or 50 bucks, something like that. It's like, you know, you could take 200 of that and go get last gen's PS, you know, PlayStation or Xbox or whatever and play games on that and not be paying a monthly fee and have to pay for internet because, you know, internet ain't cheap.
I mean, you can. That's the thing. You can buy the old consoles with like all those old games there on the PS4 and Xbox One for pretty cheap. That's the thing. So you can. So if you really want a game and you can't afford the new consoles or like the newest hardware, even on PC, you can pretty much. Like, even ignoring that, you can get these old consoles for cheap. Like that's what happened when the PS4 came out. People were buying PS3s just to play those old games for insanely cheap.
Yeah.
That's why ultimately streaming services won't work because it's just hardware is just too easy to get. We're not lacking hardware over here.
But yeah, you know, so
No, you have any
we'll see
thoughts,
how
Stitch?
much longer Stadia limps on. Rem,
Yeah.
did you have any thoughts, sir?
On Stadia?
Well,
the
yeah,
dumpster fire that we all called was gonna be bye-bye soon?
on what? Yeah,
All the
on-
false promises that we received that we said were gonna be false promises, and we had a few naysayers in our chat that day saying we were wrong, that we weren't being optimistic enough, even though we said we didn't want
realized it.
even though we said we didn't want Google to fail on it, that we wanted the promises to be delivered, that we
Well, I
wanted
wanted
games
Google to
be.
fail on it.
I didn't want them to fail, but still, nonetheless, we were right. Again, I don't know, what is this, like, how many is this blue now?
Probably quite a few.
What?
I don't know. Be afraid
People should just never doubt us. That's how it is.
How many times are we gonna call shit out, Pete? How many times do we have to make these predictions and be right about it?
I don't
How
know,
many
man.
times are we gonna
Most-
teach you this lesson, old man?
Give the most pessimistic and like depressing answer, and 99% of the time it's right. That's just how it is.
I think it's funny that like I get told, not we, but I've been told quite a few times that I was talking out of my ass, and then here we are, fast forward. I was like, was I really talking out of my ass? Was I? Was I really?
Was I though?
I don't know, but you sound like you're talking out of your ass.
No, I was trying to talk through yours. I was gonna use yours as a loudspeaker.
Oh, okay.
But wait, wouldn't that mean you'd be talking into his mouth though? To be
See,
the-
Pete got where I was going with this.
Yeah, I don't.
I would say
I don't get
Complete-
the. I don't get the way
Evidently, it was a
this is working.
completely
I mean, here's the
unnoticeably
thing. I
gay
can-
thing
I
that I
can-
said, and nobody picked it up.
I can turn your asshole into an instrument. That's all I'm gonna say.
I thought we were done with this.
Digital revived it. He gave me a little bit of chakra for some last minutes there.
No, but seriously though, like, I didn't want Google to fail on anything because, like, here's the thing, right? Like, Google Glass, amazing product, it did really well, except they stopped selling it, right? They stopped producing it. They lost money not producing it because how many billions they put into the research on that shit? Like, my God. Stadia, same thing. Everybody thought at first it was going to be decent because guess what? They actually have a really good cloud service, right? Like, it actually does really well. It can rival some businesses and be almost on par, not quite, but almost on par with Microsoft's. Did they actually deliver on it? No. They could have, but they didn't. And I think that just had a lot to do with the SJW assets that are in their fucking corporation. Yes, I blame SJWs for a lot of these nonsensical things that they fail on any company, to be fair. Yeah, so honestly, I really wanted Google to produce something fantastic. Because like I said, their phones are pretty fucking good. Google Home's pretty fucking good. Jamie's got one and he uses it all the fucking time. There's smart devices in general. If you have there's entire houses, dude, that are designed around Google's platform for smart housing, and it's really good. We're talking about power saving, smart technology, smart lights, the whole 9 yards. Really good shit. And out of all things to fail on, they fail on the most basic shit. And it's like, come on, guys. Like, what?
Oh shit.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
just
I
the
don't.
thing.
I don't like Google as a
always-
company, so
the
Fair enough.
thing is,
I don't like a lot of the things
Google-
they're doing.
I don't like.
so.
I just don't. The only thing I don't like about Google, dude, is like they allow their SJWs to have more of a voice than they deserve to have.
Well,
Like,
plus,
and that
plus
sounds pretty
their,
commie to say, but like
no, plus
it's
their
like-
monopoly bullshit. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, that's so. But yeah, I don't know. Fuck, this is not gonna work out.
I mean, I don't think no sites have. I mean, maybe search engines, but I know for sites, no sites have a true monopoly.
Well,
I think
that's,
the monopoly shit is bonkers.
They got
too.
an
Like, I don't think
oligo-
any
they have an oligopoly right now, and that's the problem. You know.
I
What do
mean,
they
with
have?
that-
What do they? Well, I mean, YouTube, right? Is what you're talking about for
No,
video
well,
sharing?
no, I mean like YouTube, sure, but no, like the
Facebook is like the biggest. guilt
yeah,
of this, by the way.
between
Facebook, and
Facebook, Twitter, Google, and Amazon, basically any online service, they've got a practical monopoly on those services because nobody else can compete with them.
Not that nobody else can compete with them. That's the thing. Like Twitter
Well,
had a competitor,
fair
but they
enough.
just got rid of it.
Even if somebody can compete with them, they
Yeah.
get one of their other, like if Parler starts competing with Twitter, and then they get Amazon to yank their servers,
Right.
shit
Which
like
is
that.
bullshit. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
bullshit. That shouldn't even be
so-
allowed, but it is. That's ridiculous.
It's a corporate monopoly. I'd call it that.
Well, it's an
That's the
oligopoly.
thing. Like
That's the technical term.
Or that. Like I believe like Twitter would have had a competitor that would have probably wrecked it by now if it wasn't for that like the oligarchy, or whatever you want to call it, that's in control right now. Like here's the thing, like even YouTube, I'd say Twitter and like Facebook are way more vicious when it comes to this shit than like YouTube.
Yeah, I mean,
So to be like an oligarchy or whatever you want to call it,
oligopoly.
or oligopoly, whatever. Like, that's the crazy part. Like Facebook and Twitter are insane about it. Probably because they had more, like they're the more at risk. Because everyone remember, like how MySpace died? It was suddenly just out of nowhere. Like that's how MySpace died. And I know, I guarantee Twitter and
I
Facebook
kind of liked
are-
MySpace a little bit more than Facebook, to tell you the truth.
I mean, fair, but the thing is, like a lot of these sites, like Twitter and Facebook, are worried that like they'll go out like MySpace, where they'll just suddenly die. Because kind of like
Right.
how bankruptcy happens, you don't know when it's gonna happen, and then it's just sudden, and you can't do anything about it.
Right.
I mean,
That's why, like, because what would have happened if Parler became the new Twitter? I'm not saying it would have. I'm saying, like, what if it had a chance to become the new Twitter and it ended up just happening? Twitter would be fucked.
Well, and the thing that sucks is like all these new sites actually have to sign non-competing clauses with these guys. Like, ain't that some shit? Like, they actually have to sign a non-competing clause with some of these guys in order to be even allowed to make a fucking domain, dude. Like, that to me is crazy.
Yeah, you could say it's very anti-free market.
oh yeah,
Very.
yeah, but I mean they've been that way for a long time. So. Yeah, it's.
I would say there's nothing you can do about it, but I don't think there's really anything you can do about it because they basically just nuked Parler.
I mean, there is and there isn't. Gab went and they had to create an entire infrastructure.
I mean, that's the only. I mean, if you want to be honest, but that's the only solution for all these sites is they're gonna have to, like, the only way they're gonna be able to compete is they have to create their own infrastructure and everything.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of not feasible I mean, especially for a startup company, that's just not feasible. You know, that's kind of the whole point in having these web hosting services, is because like building a server farm ain't cheap. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It's we'll have to
I mean,
see.
I mean,
People are getting
in
pissed
the end,
about
that's
it.
the only solution.
Well, I mean, you know, there's breaking the companies up. There's enforcing rules on them. I mean, you know,
I don't think the government's gonna do that. To be honest, I don't see it happening.
well, certainly not now. You know,
Or even beforehand.
they had a chance when Trump was in the White House and the Republicans controlled the House and the Senate. They should have they should have reformed Section 230. They should have done a lot of things, but they didn't, and now, you know, they're reaping the benefits of that. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't see, like, I hate government intervention and regulation, but I don't see a way around.
Any other way?
Well, I
No,
don't see a way around treating something like web hosting the same way you treat like phone service. You know, like AT&T doesn't get to go to you and say, "Yeah, we don't like what you're saying on our service, so we're just not going to sell you a phone line anymore." Like
right.
they don't get to do that. They just provide a phone service. And I don't see why it should be any different for, say, Comcast selling you internet service, or Amazon selling web hosting services, or anything like that. If all you're doing is providing a hosting service, I don't see why it should be treated any differently than, you know, a phone line or
sure.
You know.
Yeah, sure. I agree with that.
And we don't need all the regulations that these things have, because fucking every industry in this country is overregulated out the ass. But a simple, you know, if you serve, I mean, yeah, there's a lot. We really need to pick, like, you know, people get on and on about, like, you know, anti-discrimination and stuff like that. It's like, we don't need, like, you don't need a law that says you can't discriminate against black people. Like, you don't need it. How about just you can't discriminate against anybody, period.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. I was gonna go with it too. Yeah,
it's like, real simple.
Why even have a
You know,
it's stupid, right? Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's like, why do you have to have a law against racism? Why just not be racist? There you go. It's fucking dumb.
And it even, I mean, it rubs up against constitutional stuff, because, like, you know, people have a right to free association and not association. And maybe you could have different laws for, like, a brick and mortar business, because for a brick and mortar, it's like you actually have to have somebody in your store, and, you know, you have exceptions for that, because it's like, you know, yeah, this person's causing a problem, you know, they're disturbing other customers and stuff like that. But that's not the case with stuff like web hosting. You know, it's like, it's not like with web hosting, you've got a restaurant where you've got, you know, 10 or 20 people in there eating, and some guy's creating a scene and might need to be kicked out. You know, it's not like they're in physical proximity with each other and shit like that. But I don't know. Yeah, it is what it is.
Right.
Like I said, you know, people are getting pissed. So, I mean, shit can't keep going.
If people are mad about it, I say just, whatever happens to Parlor, just switch to Parlor if you really don't like it. And just...
Well, except Parlor doesn't exist no more.
That's the thing, right?
It's like they have servers now?
I thought they did.
They're trying, but they still haven't gotten it up and running yet. And they've even been having trouble with getting that together.
I'll be up there, baby. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, this whole nonsense with what happened with, like, and I hate bringing it up, but, like, fucking the whole Trump situation. Like, come on, dude. Like, we talk about how we can't, you know, take away people's freedoms of speech, but that's exactly what they did, right? Like, the dude didn't even incite
a sitting
shit,
U.S. president.
right? Like, and that shit still bothers me, dude.
Like
what,
him or
how the
not
fuck?
like him, if they can get rid of a sitting U.S. president, they can, and that's a whole bunch of world leaders said the exact same thing. It's like if they can do that to the president, what says they can't do it to me too? And so, like, what
Yeah, that's why all
Uganda
that's why all
banned
these countries are working on regulation now.
Uganda banned Twitter, and Twitter got all pissy about it, and so they were just like, well, hey, build your own Uganda. Well, it's like, that's their answer. It's like, well, just build your own. Okay, build your own Uganda. Like, what's stopping you, huh?
I mean, here's the thing: if no regulations, these social media sites are pretty powerful, and if no regulation ever comes, a lot of countries are just gonna ban them.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, damn.
Like I could see a shit ton like parts of Europe banning like these social media sites.
And yeah, Bonanza, like there is some things you can do with blockchain, but that doesn't handle everything. Like, that works if everything, like, you can have a decentralized network and have it all I can't remember what the word is, but the there's a word for it, because like, right, you got servers and they're all hosted, and then so for like Twitter, you know all the servers are hosted by the one in the one place or by the one company, and you can decentralize that with a blockchain. But that doesn't get rid of everything. Like, you still need servers, and like those individual servers can still be gotten rid of by the hosting companies and stuff like that. And so, like, there are workarounds, but there's not workarounds for everything. I mean, certainly DNS. Like, one of the big problems is DNS, and man, fucking Obama giving up the control of our DNS servers to the UN. Man, that was just a huge fucking mistake. Because
Oh my god, fucking rocks.
I mean, really, you could really get rid of something by removing it from the DNS servers. That hasn't happened yet, but it is possible. And that's a big vulnerability. But yeah, I don't know. There's no, you do need servers. Like you don't need servers like I think what you mean by servers is the actual, like, everything on on its own. I mean, everything in one centralized location on a server farm. Yeah, you don't need that, but the stuff still has to be hosted. So people's computers would still have to work as servers, and it's not like everything can be hosted spread out on everybody's individual PC. Like, that just doesn't work. So, like, you can have people who create their own servers and put them on the blockchain and host their own stuff, but they still have to have an actual server, like I said, not a server farm per se, but a place that functions as a server that actually stores the data. And that's like I said, you can't just put that on random people's computers. Like, that might work for certain things, but certainly for anything like a YouTube or Facebook or a Twitter, where there's just way too much data to be spread out on individual users' machines. But yeah, certain problems can be fixed with blockchain and decentralization, but certain problems can't.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Either way you look at it, it seems like we're just fucked.
yeah, there's oh
This
shit.
is very sad. I'm very sad now. Also, I'm really
Anything
tired.
our country does makes me sad, bro. Are you kidding me? Jesus, that's why I don't keep up with the news or shit anymore because it just drives me nuts.
It's good.
And there's one thing, and I think I told you guys before, like the last episode, like the thing that cracks me up most is when you hear CNN or Fox News refuse to revert to themselves as media, and they talk about media like everybody that's media is like lying, even though like it's them, right? Like they're the two major ones that are responsible for information.
I mean, one of the things that was really funny was like Fox News was saying like, "Oh, the mainstream media." I'm like, bro, you are the mainstream media. The fuck you talking about?
Exactly.
Yeah, but they mean the rest of the mainstream media, because it is true. It's like Fox is the only one that has a Republican slant to it.
I mean, that's true, but like they are the mainstream media too. Just look how like if CNN was getting caught, like yeah, got saying, yeah, got saying this should be talked more in the mainstream media. I'm like, bro, you are the mainstream media, and you talk about that. So like, what are you on about?
Well, like I said, they mean the rest of the mainstream media. I mean, it's like it's no secret Fox was the only one that would talk about Hunter Biden's bullshit. And it's obvious they mean that, like, yes, other mainstream media sources besides them should be talking about Hunter Biden's fucking nonsense. But of course they won't.
Not the Huffington Post, because they got fucking removed.
Or Politico, who, oh man, fucking Politico.
No, my favorite was the Huffington Post, one of those left-leaning sites out there, published a story and had their Twitter and everything removed. And I'm like, yo, what?
Oh, it happened to, was it New York Post as well?
New York Post was as well, and they both got banned. It was the funniest thing imaginable. I'm like, man, you love to see it. At least they're honest about all the propaganda machines.
But like Politico straight up covering for Hunter Biden until the day after the election. That shit straight up, because Politico post as soon as the Hunter Biden laptop shit came out, Politico posted that oh no, Hunter Biden isn't being investigated for anything criminal, it's just tax stuff. And then the day after the election they posted, oops, yeah, we were wrong, it actually was criminal. It was a criminal investigation.
Also, tax stuff, if be investigated for tax stuff does equal to be investigated for criminal shit.
Well, I mean, yeah, but tax stuff isn't criminal like fucking, rape or murder or something is criminal. Like, it is different. Fair enough. But that was the thing. So they post this thing, oops, yeah, it turns out he actually was being investigated for criminal stuff.
And pardoned.
And like there was a poll done that asked people if you had known about criminal Biden's investigation, would you have voted differently? And something like 15% of people who voted for Biden said that they would have voted differently had they known about Hunter Biden. That's the election right there. Right there. So Politico lied about the family of a presidential candidate to cover for them and get them elected.
I mean, they expect those favors now. Oh no. Burn them all. I'm full on communist now. Burn them all.
Yeah.
Right, and shit like this that makes you want to go communist.
Right? Like, or fucking homicidal, or Pinochet and just straight chucking commies out of helicopters. Like,
it's so, I don't know, all this is sad because everything's depressing. Nothing's gotten better.
yeah. So Tencent,
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Tencent has fired 100 employees and blacklisted 37 firms for basically embezzlement and bribery incidents.
Wait, what?
Yep. Tencent Holdings on Wednesday named 37 companies it has blacklisted from future contracts and said it has fired more than 100 staff over embezzlement and bribery incidents.
Oh boy.
In one case, an employee in its game publishing division sought benefits for outside parties and obtained kickbacks from them, Tencent said in the Name and Shame post. The arrest of a senior Alibaba Group Holding Limited executive in 2018 indicated that a years-long anti-graft drive spearheaded by President Xi Jinping would not spare the country's web titans. Yang Weidong, the president of Alibaba's video streaming service Youku, stepped down before he was given a 7-year jail sentence. China's tech companies have since provided regular updates on their anti-corruption measures.
So somebody became a fucking like whipping post. That's what this comes down to. They needed to make themselves look good, and they decided to sacrifice one of their fucking heads off their own body to
Well,
do
that's
it.
the
That
thing.
is fucking sad.
I guess the CCP didn't want anybody other than them getting the kickbacks from these companies.
That is what it comes down to, isn't it? Funny how that works.
Right. So,
Like, oh wait, you're getting kickbacks? Oh no, man, we can't have that. That's
That's
a
illegal.
no-go.
yeah, we're the only sheriff in this here town.
How dare you guys want to get kickbacks?
Yeah, still hate Tencent. Still don't want them anywhere near gaming, but apparently that's just not gonna happen. Yeah, what was the newest one? Oh, that's right. They were raising capital to buy out either not EA. Hey, was it EA? No. What were the two companies that Tencent was looking to buy out?
How dare my
Shit.
daily and mana upper limit reach?
Can't remember, but yeah, it might have been EA. Anyway. Well, anybody else have anything?
No, I hope this is the last bit of it because I'm fucking so tired right now.
This bitch.
It was like
Yeah, I gotta get off here too, guys.
You're all a
It's
bunch
in
of
the
bitches.
morning.
Coming to my end of the night.
That's all right. We've
Thank
been
God,
going for 3.5 hours, so. I
I
mean,
think it's
shit,
probably
an
my
hour
favorite
of that
streams
was
in a
Blue going
while.
all gay on GoGet.
I mean, I'm not gonna say Blue was about 5 seconds away from a dick sucking, but I think Blue was about 5 seconds away from a dick sucking.
I say he's
Not
even if he paid
my
me.
dick. What do you mean?
Not even if
It
you
was all
paid me.
it was all persuasion. It was all persuasion game.
You're telling me
What do you
Go Get
think
you wouldn't
is
even want to
worth
rub
it?
throats with him? I mean, what kind of shit is that, bro?
Right?
Like he.
Actually, toxic. What the fuck?
He doesn't have enough money.
Money.
So
He
there
doesn't
is
have
a
enough
number.
money.
Money, Jesus, you're a gold digger.
To my
Okay, you're
stream,
trying to rob me dry.
to my stream on this side, I'm gonna get off here, you guys. You guys have a good night.
I want to sleep as well.
Oh,
God.
But as
All
far as
right,
game talk
then.
goes, I'm out off to bed. Well, not bed. I'm gonna go eat dinner and then bed. But yeah,
My last words of wisdom: Persona 5 is my life and everything else. Anyways, good night from me.
this guy.
That's not what the wisdom. That's depressing.
No, it's life.
I will say this though: if you guys got $20 and you're bored and you feel like crafting some shit, Valheim is a pretty fucking good game. So I'd say go check that out. Viking survival creation, going against gods and shit. Yeah, RPG elements in it, and you can do whatever the fuck you want. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Cool.
And it's only a fucking gig, dude. Like it's literally a gig. And I was like, wait, what?
It's not digital. It's not a true game unless it takes up half your hard drive. What do you
True,
mean?
true. I mean, you do have a point there, sir. You do have a point. How silly of me to forget.
Well, all right then. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you next week. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And peace out.